Yes. Karthik, Shashi Shankar, Shiv Kumar, Abhinav, Sumanta, Arvind. All right. Let me just switch on my camera. All right. Is my camera visible, guys? Awesome, man. Yes. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. How are you guys doing today? How is it going? Fantastic. So, you guys have come here. What are you guys expecting to learn today? Why don't you put in the chat section? What is your objective of waking up early, really early, but quite early on a Saturday morning? What is your objective? Raghav says to retire early, financial freedom to learn concepts behind money. Retire early so I can get up late. Need to be part of that 1%. All right. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to ask you two simple questions, and that sort of will probably tell you why you guys are really here. Right? There are a lot of answers. Some were correct, some were all right. But I want everybody to be on the same page. So to do that, I'm going to ask you two simple questions. Question number one. What is your dream job? Please write in the chat section. What is your dream job? Let us see. CEO. Okay. Entrepreneur. VLSI design engineer. I didn't grow up thinking that. Running a hotel. Chartered accountant. Entrepreneur. Advertising agency. Pilot, CTO. MLA. MLA, okay. Robotics engineer, become like you, investment banker, successful interior designer, celebrity stylist, scientist, plumber. All right. Now we're going to do something innovative. Imagine, take your phone right now. Everybody would have gotten an SMS. Everybody now has 10 crores in your bank account. Check your SMS. It has come specially from us. 10 crores in your bank account. What is your dream job now? Relaxing at home with money earning for me. Okay. No job at all. To be happy, roaming, travel the world, build a hospital, making it 100 crores. Travel influencer. Travel vlogger. Artist. Travel with parents. Own a resort. Digital content creator, Shark Tank on Shark. Okay. All right. Own a farm, fixed deposit. There was one innovative answer. Let me just see where it went. I can't find it. There are so many people over here. All right. So you see what just happened, right? This is a stark difference. Nobody said VLSI engineer right now. Nobody has said, chartered accountant right now. Nobody said CFO right now, no investment banking, nothing. So most of us, I would say 99% of us are living a life controlled by money. We wake up in the morning and go to an office only because we know at the end of the month, we are going to get that salary. Do you really want to do that? No, because once I told you if you had 10 crores in your bank account, most of you all had a very different answer. So what are we trying to understand over here? Moral of the story is that while India celebrates having its independence, while India is proud of the fact that all 1.5 billion people are free from foreign ruling, does it really feel like you're free? Does it really feel like you can do the things that you want to do when you want to do without listening to somebody else? Yes or no? Absolutely no. So the world that we're living in is like a matrix, right? We have been sold a lie, that we have been told that this is life, this is what you're going to do, right? But does it really feel like this is what you really want to do? No, we've been all conditioned in a certain way. The society has been built in a certain way. So to get out of this, you need to learn how to master money. Because if you do not do that, money will master you for the rest of your life. Repeat after me. If you do not learn how to master money, money will master you for the rest of your life. We are all working for somebody who has more money than us. Do you need to be a millionaire or a billionaire to get off it? No. There is a certain number which all of us can achieve over here. Let me repeat. There is a certain number that every single one of us in this Zoom call can achieve, after which money doesn't control us. And that is what we are trying to achieve. Financial freedom. Now, financial freedom is not just about, which stocks to invest in, which mutual fund to invest in. It is a combination of a lot of topics in finance, right? All the way from stock market, mutual funds, credit cards, insurance, taxation, real estate investing, crypto investing, bond investing. Mastering all of these things is crucial if you want to achieve financial freedom. Now, how do I know all of these things? Well, this is all I do. My entire day, in the last 5-6 years, I've just been researching about these topics so that I can teach it to other people in a simplified manner. Now, schools and colleges do not teach us this. That is why you guys are here, to learn these things which schools and colleges forgot to teach us. Now, who am I? For those of you who don't know, my name is Sharan Hegde. I'm the founder and CEO of a startup called the 1% Club. I was Forbes 30 under 30 in last year. More than 6 million followers on social media. More than 2 lakh students have attended this masterclass. I've also, been featured on multiple, platforms. Like I've, given my first book to Mr. MS Dhoni over here. I've done a podcast with Robert Kiyosaki, who is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. I've also raised money from Nikhil Kamath, who is an investor in the 1% Club. Now, I went one step beyond that as well, because I didn't want people to think that, okay, just because he has a lot of followers, can we really trust him? And a lot of people, especially the media was, against me. So I went ahead and got a license from SEBI as well. This happened 6 months back. So now we are a SEBI registered company, right? And we manage more than 1,000 crores of public's money. And this has happened just in the last 6 months. And we are one of the fastest growing SEBI registered financial advisors in India. There are only 1,300 financial advisors in India, and we are one of them. All right. But today is about you. What are you guys going to learn here today? Today's session, I want you guys to think of it like learning what you did not know. Being aware of the whole universe. Like a lot of us are living in our bubble. We don't know what is out there. Once you know what is out there, you know exactly how much you don't know. So today's session, think of it like I did not know these things, right? And I have to get my act in order if I have to master my money. And what are we going to learn? Number one, we're going to learn how to calculate your retirement number, called the FIRE number. Financial independence, retire early. Number two, we're going to learn how to do goal-based financial planning. Number three, I'm going to reveal my asset allocation strategies. I'm going to show you my own personal portfolio and tell you exactly how I invest. I'm going to screen share everything, right? I'm going to be very transparent with you guys. So the way I invest my money, I'm going to teach you guys. Next, I'm going to tell you how the top 1% of India invest in mutual funds. What are their financial planners doing for their portfolio? I'm going to teach you that. And lastly, I'm going to teach you how to 3x your returns in your overall portfolio by taking very little amount of risk. So that I've obviously kept at the end to keep you guys engaged till the end. How many of you are excited and pumped for this itinerary? Please write pumped in the chat section. Amazing, amazing. And maybe before I begin, if you can please write what your CTC is, so that I can understand who am I talking to today. What is your CTC, if you can put over here, so that I can customize this masterclass. Okay. 22, 25, 10, 15, 30, 30, 11. Okay. On an average, I'm seeing 15 to 25 lakhs per annum is the average. Obviously, there are some students, which is amazing. As a student, if you come here to learn about money, your parents have done a good job teaching you about money. So congratulations. But I'm going to be customizing this masterclass more towards people who are earning more than 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs per annum. Fantastic. Cool. And guys, even if you're a business owner, don't worry. Everything what I'm teaching you is applicable for business owners as well. Even if you are a business owner, you're paying a salary to yourself. So don't think that just because I'm a business owner, I can't apply these things. Yes, you might not be able to invest every month, but you will know exactly how much to invest in a whole year, right? And that is what we're going to be learning today. Cool. Yes, there are two bonus things as well. I'm going to be teaching an insurance scam case study, something which probably has been sold to you or to your parents, and I'm going to teach you what that is so that you guys don't fall trap into it. And I'm going to teach you my secret tax saving hack, which even most chartered accountants won't be knowing. Okay? So this is the itinerary. Let's start off with your retirement money. Who is this guy? Let's see. Who do you know? Who is this guy on the chat section? Mr. Walter White. Have you guys watched Breaking Bad? Right? So Walter White from Breaking Bad. So this is a very famous show. And this guy, he's diagnosed with cancer. And he has only like 2 years left to live. And he's now scared. He's 55, 60 years old. And he's worried, oh, I don't have money. How much money do I need to protect my family? So he does the mathematics, taking into everything into consideration. After he dies, what is required for his family? So let us do some similar analysis for us also. We are not dying. But let us not be Walter White and wait till we are 55 or 60 and then resort to doing illegal things to make money. So let us start right now. So this is a very famous show, one of my favorite shows. So I like the analogy. So unlike him, I'm going to give you guys a very simple analysis. We're going to use one of 1% Club's tools. It's called the Fire Calculator tool. Let me know once you guys can see my screen. Is my screen visible? This is one of our 1% Club's proprietary tools, which allows us to calculate what is our retirement number. So firstly, I want to ask you guys, at the time of your retirement, you will have, I'm assuming, you will have no loans. Your kids are off. They're managing their own thing. They're not living with you anymore, and you don't have to worry about their education anymore. And you have no loans, nothing. What is your desired monthly expenses as per today's value of money? Don't consider inflation. Inflation I'll consider separately. Today's value of money. Imagine today you retire. No kids ka headache, no paying EMIs, no paying rent, nothing. What is your desired monthly expenses today? Okay. I'm seeing most of you all are saying 1 lakh rupees. So I put 1 lakh rupees only. Some people are saying 2-3 lakhs. I'm not going to put that because that's a little too much according to me. But I think 1 lakh rupees per month is good. I mean, if you are in Bombay, then different number. But if you are in any other city of India, 1 lakh is a good number. Now, can this allow you to go on 5 international vacations every year? The answer is no. But that is not what we're trying to do. There is no end to spending money. What we are trying to do is, what is the minimum amount of money you need to get out of the rat race? Right? There is no end to spending money. Right? You can spend 10 crores a month also. There is no end. But let us first calculate what is the minimum amount of money you need, after which you can tell to your boss, Tata, bye-bye, I'm out of this place. That is what we're trying to do. So 1 lakh rupees per month. My current age is 30, but what is your current age? Maybe you can put in the chat section, what is your current age? 25, 38, 40, 41, 26, 30, 35. So I'm going to put 35. Okay? 35. My retirement age, see, minimum you need to at least plan for 20 years. Before that, you can't retire. It's difficult, right? Like, unless you're earning in crores. Now, let's say you're already 50. Let's say a lot of people here are 50 years old as well. Then you can maybe think of, okay, let me retire in the next 10 years also, because you're earning a lot of money. But if you are young, then at least 20 years you need to plan for your retirement. Okay. So those of you who are like, Sharan, I'm already 50. Now what do I do? Don't worry, you guys are earning a lot of money. So you can save like 50, 60K per month as well. But people who are in your 30s, you probably can only save 20K per month, right? So then you need a longer time to retire. Inflation, I'm taking 7%. Now, if you are in a city like Mumbai, it could be 9% also. So, but I'm going to take 7%. Now, yearly expenses, 12 lakhs a year. But at the time of retirement, this is the dangerous number, 46 lakhs a year. Can you imagine? Today, you need 12 lakhs a year to live your life. 20 years later, you need 46 lakhs a year. You've not upgraded to BMW, same lifestyle. Right? That is the power of inflation. That is why people keep saying, don't invest in investments which can't beat 7% returns, because your money will lose against inflation. Shruti, we are live right now, but we have disabled communication because it will disturb other people. Really sorry for that, because there are more than 1,000 people over here, right? But we are live and we will take all your questions towards the end, because I don't want to disturb my flow while I'm explaining. Is that okay? Yeah, thanks, Shruti. Yeah, perfect. Now, this is the fire number. Can somebody tell me what this number is? What is this number? What is this number here? 11 crore 60 lakh rupees. 11 crore 60 lakh rupees. How the hell do you have 11 crore 60 lakh rupees? Seems tough, right? It sounds almost impossible. How many of you all are already given up? Looking at this number, I'm like, this is not for me. I'm going to work for the rest of my life. I can't retire. I need to ensure that my kids get into IIT or go into Harvard so that they can take care of me. How many of you are thinking like that? All right. Some people are saying it feels low. Some people are saying it's really shocking. All right. Let me show you something. Let me show you one of our 1% Club tool. This is an online tool which you can also use. This is free to use. Everybody can use this. Let us go to this SIP tool. Everybody has heard of the word SIP, right? So this is a tool which has automated that. So I'm going to assume that, let's say you can save 20K per month and you can increase your savings by 15% every year. Now you will be like, Sharan, how can I increase my savings by 15% every year if my company is only giving me 7% hike? Let me show you. So come here. So if I assume that your income can increase by 10% every year, now every year it will not happen. Some years it will be 7%, some year it will be 15%, some year it will be 30%. How? When you are not getting promoted, it will increase by 7-8%. When you are getting promoted, it can increase by 10 to 15%. When you switch your job, it can increase by 20%. And when you get your bonus, like it also increases by another 10-20%. So assuming 10% increase in income is a fair assumption according to me. I have also been in the corporate world for almost 3-4 years, so I know that I tripled my income in the corporate world. But I know the experience of other people who have been able to increase by at least 10% every year. Now comes expenses. Expenses I'm keeping controlled. I'm not here like saying FOMO. No, this thing, YOLO. You only live once. No, please, if you do that, then you will run out of money. You can increase your expenses, but only keep it at 5% increase every year. If you do these two things, increase income by 10% every year and increase expenses by 5% every year, your savings can increase by 15% every year. And that is called stepping up. Is this clear? Write yes or no in the chat section if this much is clear. Fantastic. So let us go back here. 15% increase every year. Expected return. How much do you want me to put? You tell me. How much should I put? Some people are saying 8%, 10%, 12%, 10 to 12%. So let me show you what I have been able to get in my own portfolio. Do you want me to show you that? How much returns I have gotten in my own portfolio? Fantastic. So I'll show you mine. So this is my personal portfolio, one of my personal portfolios. Let me open my mutual fund portfolio. Okay. Now this is the absolute return, but I want you to focus on CAGR, 16.2% return. Now remember that this is not entirely stock market. There is gold also in this. There is FD also in this, bonds also in this. So it's a mix of multiple things. Still I'm getting 16.2% return. Multiple things are there in this. Not just stock market. If I only look at stock market, it will be at more than 20% return. Okay. So can I put 15%? I have been able to get 16.2%. Can I put 15% for you guys? Fantastic. So let me go back here and put 15% here. Now I have 20 years to retire, like I said. See that? Oh my God, look at that. 7.4 CR. That's almost 75% of your money is come here only. You see that? How many of you all are blown away with this? Write MB1 in the chat section. Mind blown 1 in the chat section. MB1. Right? This is the power of starting early. And people might be thinking, yeah, if I put 20,000 rupees, what is the point? I need to have 10 crores. Where will I make 10 crores? So what is the point of investing? I might as well spend it all. Please show them this calculation. Power of investing even small amounts of money. This is just 20,000 rupees. Right? And if you make it 30,000 rupees, let's say you get married and both of you are investing as a couple now. Over. Game over. 11 crore rupees. Khatam. Now the question in all of your mind is, Sharan, this 15% return, how to do? How to do this 15% return? You got, but what about me? I don't know how to do the mutual fund investments. I don't know how to do the stock market investments. I don't know how to invest in fixed deposits which give more than 10% returns. I don't know how to reduce taxes. And now at the end of the year, Nirmala ma'am will take half of my income. How do I do this? How many of you all want to learn this? You know the possibility. You know what is possible. Now it's about learning how to do it. Right? Mathematics is very easy to show. Now let's implement these things. So that is the fire number calculation, guys. Now, before I get into that, before I tell you exactly how I invested and how I reached my fire number, I want to talk about a very controversial topic about does it make sense to buy a house early in your career? Now, a lot of people fall into this trap. And I'm sure, how many of you have already bought a house here before turning 40? Please write me in the chat section. I see a lot of people writing me. Now, you guys will not like what I explained to you now, but this is the fact. You will not like it. But I'm going to be honest because I'm not here to make you happy. I'm here to tell you the truth. And I'm going to prove to you with numbers as to why buying a house early in your career is bad. Firstly, this is the arguments which people have. All the people who bought the house, you probably discussed with your family and you're like, Arey yaar, who will pay rent every month? We are wasting money. This landlord is also an idiot. Why should we pay him money? That's number one. Number two is, this EMI is nice. Rent is increasing every year, it seems. Why should I increase my rent? I just want to take a home loan EMI and be done with it. Then another argument will be that, I can save a lot of taxes by getting a home loan. It's a smart decision. Everybody is doing it. My dad also told me to do it. Right? And lastly, your dad will tell, Sharan, home is an asset. I invested 50 lakhs. Today, you know how much it is? 5 crores. How much money do you have? You're making 1 lakh per month. I have a 5 crore house. Where are you? So these are the reasons which people look at and we get into that FOMO and we buy a house. Is this much clear? Are these the reasons that people usually end up buying a house? Correct. Now, the problem is people don't use mathematics. And Shruti is saying for the satisfaction that we staying in own house, great. That I can't argue with. Satisfaction, emotions, I'm going to keep it aside because I don't like to put emotions when investing. So I'll keep emotions aside. I just like to look at numbers. So I'll show you some numbers and you will be shocked. So I'm going to show you a tool called the rent versus buy a home tool. Now this, according to me, is probably India's most accurate rent versus buy a home tool. I've been showing this tool for the last 3 years. And every time I tell to the audience that if you make a more accurate tool than this, I will hire you. I've not gotten a single email. So this is the tool I'm going to show you. So firstly, you will write your flat cost. Let's say 1 crore. Interior cost, usually people spend 10% of the value of the flat. Down payment is what? How much money you have to give from your pocket to the bank. That's 20%. Annual interest rate 9%. Because interest rates also keep fluctuating. Sometimes it's 8, sometimes it's 10, 9.5, depending on your credit score. I'm going to take 9%. Loan period is 20 years. Number of applicants, 1. Okay. So 1 crore home, 20 lakh down payment, 80 lakh loan, 69,000 rupees is your EMI. Okay, total interest you paid is 86 lakh rupees. And total payment that you paid for the house after all those years with maintenance and all of that is 2 crore. So for a 1 crore house, you spend 2 crores. That is the math. Now let's come to rent. Annual increase in rent, let's say 5%. Some people might be like, Sharan, mine is 7%, so I'll make it 7%. Property appreciation, 7%. Now this is the average that flats appreciate by in India. The residential properties in India increase by on an average 5%, but I've taken a higher number, which is 7% every year. Property maintenance, rental yield. Now let us say that I am staying in a house which is on rent. Now, for example, in my house, right now I'm in Mumbai. It's a 15 crore house. No, I didn't buy the house, right? I don't have that kind of money. I'm renting. And my rent is, I think, almost 2.5, 3 lakhs a month or something. And that is almost 2.5, 3% of the house value. Understood? That is called rental yield. Does that make sense? That is rental yield. Rental yield is your annual rent divided by the house value into 100. So that is called rental yield, right? So you need to know that. You need to calculate that number. Now current rent paid, let's say for a 1 crore house, if I'm assuming 3% rental yield, so 25,000 rupees rent per month, 3,000 rupees maintenance, 28,000 rupees total rent. Now comes to compare. If you compare these two, let's see what happens. If you bought a house, you are 20 years later, let's say you bought the house at 30, and at the age of 50, you are doing a comparison. If you bought a house, you are sitting on a 3.8 crore house. You are sitting on liquid assets. What is liquid assets? Liquid assets is this, what I showed you. This. These are my liquid assets. This is my liquid assets, right? Basically the money that I have saved for my retirement. Where did that go? Yeah. So liquid assets, 67 lakhs. This is mainly coming from tax savings. And I paid 2 crores to the bank in EMIs. If I had stayed on rent, obviously I don't have a house, right? So that emotional feeling of having a house, not there. TK, loss. But I am sitting on 6 crores of liquid assets. Yes, I paid 1.4 crores as rent to my landlord and had to deal with all the shit, whatever it is. But I still am better off by 2 crore rupees. So that is the reason, guys. I have been telling on social media for the last 3.5 years, and I've been getting a lot of hate also, because I'm not able to explain to them like this, because not a lot of people have the patience to come on a Saturday morning like you guys and allow me to explain. But this is the reality, right? This is just a tip of the iceberg, right? Because at the end of 20 years, would you rather have a 3.8 crore house, which you cannot sell, or would you rather have a 6 crore house? A 6 crore bank account balance? What do you pick? So you need to tell now. There's no right or wrong answer. But I like the second answer. You tell me. What do you like? 6 crores in your bank account or a 3.8 crore house? Which one do you prefer? Right? So it's not about whether buying a house for the emotional satisfaction is good or bad. It is good. But at what cost? Have you done the mathematics? Have you done the mathematics? I do not disagree with people who have bought a house. I know in buying a house is important mentally and emotionally. But at what cost? Now, some of you guys are NRIs living in UK, Dubai, US. There the mathematics are different. There buying a house is good. Because there, what is the difference? There, cost of borrowing is very less. Here, you are paying 9% interest rate on home loan. In the US, it is 2.5%, 3%. Even in Europe, it's 2.5%, 3%. So there you can buy a house, good. Because you will definitely beat the interest rate of the home loan. Correct? Your interest rate of the home loan is 9%. That is why buying a house early is bad. Right? And because of this reason, guys, if you do your net worth calculation, more than 60% of your money is in your house. Almost more than 60% of your money is in your house. Right? So if that is the case, how will you become rich? Because the house doesn't grow fast. You have never heard of somebody's house growing by 20% every year. No, right? In the last 3 years, Has anybody's house grown as fast as the stock market? Yes or no? Has anybody's house grown as fast as the stock market in the last 3 years? No. And if more than half of your money is in your house, how the hell will you become rich? 90% of my money was in the markets. So I made a lot of money because I didn't put that money in the house. But most of you will put that money in the house. House will not grow that fast. I hope this makes sense now. Right? Yes, house value will go up, but it will not be as fast as the stock market. Stock market will always beat the house value growth. Always remember that. Stock market can give you 20% returns every year on an average. But the house will never grow that fast. So on an average, you'll always make more money than the value of the house grows. So in the future, you can decide to buy the house because your money has grown faster than the growth in the value of the house. So it will always be cheaper for you because you have more money. Always remember that. Okay. Now let's come to asset allocation. Anand is saying stocks can give minus 20% as well. Anand, if you look at any 7-year period in the history of the Indian stock market, we have never gotten a negative return. Let me repeat that. If you have looked of any 7-year period in the history of the Indian stock market, we have never gotten a negative return. This is almost 40-50 years of our stock market history. Now, when should you buy the house? I would buy a house, if I ever have to buy a house, when I'm in my mid-40s, when I have 30-40 crores, and I'll buy a house. Because then buying the house is just like for example, Nikhil Kamath recently bought a house. And everybody was like, see, now even Nikhil Kamath bought a house. He was renting his whole life. Bro, that guy has 30,000 crores in his bank. You really think he cares about buying a 10 crore house? That's like spending 10 rupees for him. If buying houses was like buying a 10 rupees Lays packet, wouldn't you also buy it? You would also buy it. Correct? Right? So don't look at billionaires and think, oh, what they're doing, we should do. You think about your money. Don't look at other people's money. You understand what is right for you. Okay? Alright. Now let's come to asset allocation. Now these are all the different assets available to each and every one of us. Now I want you to write in the chat section, which of these assets have you invested in? Please write in the chat section. Nothing. Amit is saying nothing. Sneha is mutual funds. Milind stock market. Shalu stock market. Vishwaguru FD. Harshit 100% mutual funds. Madhusudan crypto. All right. Now, nothing yet. Okay. Mutual fund and my flat. All right. So now, guys, if all of these things are available to us, now the question in your mind should be what? Let's see who will answer this question. If you have 100 rupees, what is the question in your mind if all of these are the options in front of you? Let's say you've gone into a wedding and there is a buffet. Now you have to decide which to put on your plate. Everything you can't put on your plate, yes or no? Full plate, if you put mutton biryani, then there is no space for butter chicken. Right? But for the vegetarians, full plate, if you put veg pulao, there is no place for shahi paneer. Right? So you need to know how to divide this money. Right? And that is where asset allocation comes into picture. And this is the most important thing when it comes to investing. It is more important than knowing, is it the right time to invest? A lot of people get stuck in that question. Is this the right time to invest? Or you get stuck in the question, should I buy HDFC right now? All of those are very, very inconsequential compared to knowing what your asset allocation is. How many of you know what your asset allocation is, right? Yes or no in the chat section. I have only seen 2 yeses until now in a sea of hundreds of no's. But don't worry, I will show you. Now, without you knowing, RBI knows what it is. Now, this is RBI data. I hope you guys know what RBI is. RBI is the Reserve Bank of India. They know everything about us, where our money is, where our bank accounts are, everything. And they have done this mathematics. Look at this. 51% of your money is in property. 15% is in gold. 13% is in fixed deposit. 6% is in some LIC. Then there is a provident fund, cash, and 6% in the stock market. Is this good or bad? Just write good or bad. Now, if everybody knows this is bad, then why is this your asset allocation? This is what your asset allocation is. This is everybody, all of us in India average. This is what it is. If you do your calculation right now, this will be your picture. You can include your mom's jewelry here. You can put your dad's fixed deposits here. You can put your house here, and you put your stock market. Everybody's like, no, Sharan, I invest in stocks. I invest in mutual funds. How much? 6%. This is the reality. Now, this is my asset allocation. This is what I do. Right? This is what I've been doing for the last 4-5 years. So this is obviously an older screenshot. The current portfolio is here, which I showed you, 13.2 CR. And that is live, guys. I just showed you live screen share. Now, this is my asset allocation, 47% in the Indian stock market, 23% in debt, 10% in global equity. What is global equity? The US stock market. Then 8% is alternate, 5% is liquid, and 5% is hybrid. This is my asset allocation. Now, this is what I do to get 20 to 25% CAGR on my overall portfolio. Now, let me show you how to do it. Now, can you blindly copy me? Right? Yes or no? Can you blindly copy me? No, you can't blindly copy me. You see, every person after at different points of life will have different investment strategies. You can't copy other people. So a lot of us have this habit of asking our friends, bro, which stocks, which mutual funds are you investing in? And we blindly copy them. You can't do that. Because let's say I'm 30 years old. I'm not married. But there might be another person who's 30 years old and married and he already has one kid. You think we can have same investment strategy? No, we can't. Because he's expecting a kid and needs to save up for the operation or whatever. Right? I don't have any of those obligations. I can do whatever I want. So everybody's different. Right? And maybe another 35-year-old person is now expecting, is now thinking of, maybe is getting divorced at the age of 35. And now the entire finances will change because what they thought of their life is now completely different. So everybody's investment strategy will be different. So first I want you to do is list down all your financial goals. Can you please do this for me? Divide your goals into 3 buckets. Short term, these are short-term goals. Medium-term goals. I'm like, bro, I'm driving the same car for the years. Now I think maybe 4 years later or 5 years later, I want to save up for a BMW or a Mercedes, right? Or if I'm thinking, oh, Tesla is coming, I'll make it this year only, short-term goals. So you understand, that medium-term goals. Now, long-term, retirement. When I'm married, I have kids. My kids' education, who's going to plan? I was saving, parents are paying 10,000 rupees a year for my education. IB school, and I have to save 5 lakhs a year for their education. I have to save up for that. So long-term goals. His marriage. My kid will not have money when they get married. I have to save for it. How much? Today, people are spending 20 lakhs on a wedding. When my kid becomes, I'll probably have to save 1 crore for his or her wedding. So these are all different goals. So please write it down. Once you've done, please write how many goals do you guys have? Please write in that section. How many goals do you have? 6, 7, 9. All right. Now let's start off with short-term goals. I'm going to go into every category and tell you what you are doing and what a 1% club member is doing so that you know where you are. First is short-term goals. This is what you are doing. If you have to save for your kids' tuition fee next year, or to buy an iPhone, or to go for a vacation, or to buy a house this year, where are you keeping your money? Commercial bank fixed deposit. What is this? This is just a fancy word for these banks. ICICI, SBI, Yes Bank, Axis Bank, Citibank, Bank of India, HDFC Bank, Bank of Baroda, all of these banks. How much returns are you getting in your FD right now? How much are you getting FD returns? 7%? Correct. But you also have to pay tax on that. I'm assuming because most of you all said I'm making more than 15-20 lakhs per annum. Most of you all are in the 30% tax slab. You have to pay 30% tax. So post-tax is 5.3%. Next comes liquid fund. Now for those of you who don't know what liquid fund is, it's like a mutual fund for fixed deposit. As simple as that. How many of you all are investing in liquid fund? Please write yes, me in the chat section. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people saying me. Around 50% of them are saying me, and the rest of you all don't know what it is. So liquid fund, like I said, it's like a fixed deposit only, but it's a mutual fund fixed deposit. That is also giving you 6% and post-tax 4.2%. Now, are you happy with these kind of returns? Please write happy or not happy. Nobody can be happy with this, right? So what am I doing? So this is what a 1% club member does. We invest in small finance bank fixed deposits and bonds. Now I'm going to open a quick mathematics and show you how much difference does it make when you invest in these investments. Now, for those of you wondering what is a small finance bank fixed deposit, first I'll tell you what it is. A small finance bank FD is like a bank, but it is also coming under RBI, but it is lending to slightly riskier customers. Now, I don't want you to get scared of the word risky because your money is still insured by RBI up to 5 lakhs. So if you open an account in your name, in your dad's name, in your mom's name, in your kids' money being lost because it's insured by Reserve. Post-tax to 7%. Bond, somebody saying video is stopped. Can you see me, guys? How many fingers am I showing? All these things people don't know. Nobody markets these things. Nobody does advertisements on these things. This and all you should learn from how? By doing a research. Now I'm going to show you a quick mathematics of comparison across different investment options for less than 3 years. So I've taken a small finance bank, I've taken a bond, SBI bond, and I've taken an arbitrage fund. You can ignore this arbitrage fund. Now, SBI bond, like I told, is giving, let's assume you have 10 lakhs and you're investing for 3 years. It could be for buying a house, down payment for a BMW, whatever it is. It's your choice. Or wedding, you're saving up for your wedding 3 years from now, you have 10 lakhs saving it for. Now, Ujjivan Small Finance Bank, let's say, gives you 9.5%. Are you a senior citizen? I'm going to say no. Bonds 10%. Post-tax, bonds is coming, rank number 1. Not dear. If you invested in your dad's name, who's a senior citizen, my dad is 69 years old. Now, if you do that, 12 lakh 61,000 rupees. Why? Because my dad doesn't have to pay tax. Because he's a senior. Right? So this is the mathematics of investing in less than 3 years. Now, how many of you all want to help invest in these investments? We will do a quick poll. Whoever says yes, We will reach out to you later if you want us to help you with it. So, Aman, can you do a quick poll of do you want to invest, yes or no? All right. Let's see. Just say yes, and then we will reach out to you later if you want help with investments in bonds and these kind of investments. Fantastic. I'm seeing 92% have said yes. So you will be reached out by us later to help you with bond investments. Okay. Let's come down to the next one. Yeah. So by the way, this is my bond portfolio, guys. Let me just show you what I've done with my own portfolio. So this is my bond portfolio. I've invested 25 lakhs, as you can see here, and I'm getting 10.11% returns. Right? This is my portfolio. So if you want us to help you guys make a portfolio like this, we can help you after the masterclass is over. And I will tell you how we can help you. Now comes medium-term goals. What medium-term goals? You are, like I said, you are thinking of house 5 years later. You're thinking of saving up for your kid's wedding 5 years later. You're thinking of an international vacation 4 years later, whatever it is. Now, what do most of you all do? 5-year fixed deposit or a debt fund? Again, the story is again same. You get 5.5% post-tax returns and 5.5% post-tax returns in debt fund. Are you guys happy with these kind of returns? Yes or no? No? Absolutely no. Who wants these kind of returns? Let me show you what we do at the 1% Club. If it's a goal which is 5 years away, 6 years away, we are investing 40% in domestic equity and 60% in debt. Now, how do you do this? You have two invest in bonds, or you can invest in equity savings fund. Equity savings fund is an example of a hybrid fund, which is a combination of equity and bonds. Combination. Now, because of that, it gives 9 to 11% returns, and the tax is only 12.5%. Only if you are making more than 1 lakh profit, 1.25 lakh profit. So, most of you all will pay zero tax when investing in equity savings fund. Let me repeat that. Most of you all earlier, for a medium-term goal, were investing in a 5-year FD and a debt fund. Both of you all are paying 30% tax. Invest in an equity savings fund. You will pay only 12.5% tax. Only if the profit is above 1.25 lakhs. So most of you all will pay zero tax. If this is something mind-blowing to you guys, please write MB3 in the chat section. MB3. Because I just taught you how to pay zero tax. Yeah, Nirmala ma'am is not going to like it, but I have to tell you what it is, right? This is what I do. MB3, because this is 0% tax. I'm going to tell you now how it is. Somebody's like, repeat. I'm going to explain now with our tool, the debt optimization tool. Let me go to greater than 3 years. So here, same example, 10 lakhs for 5 years. Am I a senior citizen? No. Tax at 30%. And I have these options. Fixed deposit, bonds, trust fund, equity saver fund. Equity saver fund give me 10% returns and I pay no tax. I pay zero tax. Second place is bonds. Again, giving me 10% return. Sometimes it can give me 12% returns as well. And it is coming very close to equity saver funds. Because this has to pay, you have to pay tax for bond. Even then it's coming very close. If it's a 12% bond. Then there is fixed deposit of small finance bank at 9.5% interest rate. So my pick would go to equity saver fund for medium term goals because you pay very little tax. I mean, or mostly nil tax, zero tax. Just explanation, equity saver fund is treated like a stock market investment by tax department. Now in the stock market, what the income tax department says is that if your profit is less than 1.25 lakhs, you pay zero tax. If your profit is less than 1.2, tax even for larger amounts. It's called tax profit harvesting. Right? It's a slightly more complicated topic, which we teach in the 1% club. But even if you're investing 10 lakhs, there are ways to still pay zero tax by doing something known as tax profit harvesting. It is something that we do here at the 1% club, where a financial planner sits with you and does it for you. But that's a conversation for another day. But since you said, is it limited? No, there are ways to get around it, which is what I like to do. All right. Next. Now let's come to the most important goal, long-term investments. Now, what do most of you all do? You invest in national pension system or you invest 100% in the stock market. I'm saying both of these are wrong. Why? Let me tell you. Firstly, how many of you are investing in NPS? I see a lot of people saying me. Let me tell you guys, all of you guys have killed your money. NPS is one of the worst ways of investing money in India today. Yes, it is marketed as a retirement investment plan, but the reality is a little different. Let me show you. A lot of people said yes for saving taxes. Let me show you a comparison which will blow your mind away. Let's say you're investing that extra 50,000 rupees in NPS every year. I don't want to do that. I'm going to pay taxes and I'm going to invest only 34,000 rupees in a mutual fund. Now, NPS at best gives you 10% returns. My mutual funds can give me 15% returns. I already showed you I got 17% return. I already showed you my life portfolio. At the time of retirement, at the age of 60, you will have 54 lakh rupees on your NPS investments. I will have 84 lakh rupees. Now you are like, okay, Sharan, you have to pay tax. I don't have to pay tax. Really? No. Because you still have to pay tax on this amount. You see, NPS is not 100% tax free. You still have to pay. So they say 60% of your money tax free. Another 40% of the money, you are mandatorily required to take a pension, which is taxed as per your income slab. So that is the problem with NPS. I will pay my tax. Okay, fine. And I still have 74 lakh rupees. So who's laughing? Me or you? Who has more money? Me or you? MB4 guys. MB4 in the chat section. You see, NPS, the problem with NPS is they do not invest in mid cap and small cap. They only invest in large cap. Most of the money goes into large cap. But if I am investing for the next 25 years, 30 years, why will I restrict myself only to large companies? I also want to invest in medium companies and small companies. Right? So that is why I don't like NPS. Right? And if you look at the last 20 years, like I saw some of you all are saying my NPS gave 12%, 15%. I'm looking at a 20-year horizon, guys. I'm not looking at the last few years. Like that, if I tell you my mutual fund has given me 30% in the last 2 years also. So you need to take a longer horizon of time, not just 2 years. If you look at the last 10 years, 20 years, then NPS has given 10%. My mutual funds has given much more. Like Nifty has given 15% CAGR in the last 30 years. So don't look at 1-2 years ka data and make your decision. Is this much clear, guys? Somebody is like, market might crash. Pawan, if market crashes, even your NPS investments will crash because NPS is also investing in the stock market. Okay. Now let us go to a very, very interesting topic. Now let's go to the other side of the equation. A lot of people here is investing large amounts of money in the stock market. Let us do a comparison of two investors. Investor A is putting 100% in the stock market. Investor B is putting 65% in the stock market, 20% in bonds, and 15% in gold. Okay. Who do you think will have more money at the end of 20 years? Both of them are investing 1 lakh rupees a month. Okay, both of them are investing 1 lakh rupees a month. Who do you think will have more money at the end of 10 years? Sorry, at the end of 10 years. A or B? A, B. Yes, Nitesh, this is Blackwater. But that's not the question. A, B. Okay. I'm seeing a lot of people saying B. The correct answer is, so Nifty gave 14%, government bonds give 6.2, gold gave 10%. The correct answer is answer C. Both of them have similar amounts of money, same money. There's only like 2-3 lakhs difference. That's it. Right? Now, who do you think won, A or B? If both of them made the same amount of money, who do you think is a better investor, A or B? Somebody is saying A, somebody is saying B. A lot of people are saying B. The correct answer is B. Reason being risk. B has taken much lesser risk. So, what do you think this graph is telling you? You tell me. What do you mean by drawdown? Can somebody explain what is drawdown? Let's see if there's anybody who is smart here. What is drawdown? Vinayak has said crash. Exactly. The maximum drop in your portfolio in any given year from the highest point is called drawdown. What can you observe here? What is happening to investor A? Investor A is, ignore this, just look at this pink line and yellow line. Pink is investor A, yellow is investor B. Investor A is seeing 2 times higher drops compared to investor B. Meaning, investor A is taking 2 times more risk compared to investor B. But at the end of the day, both of them have same amount of money. Moral of the story, taking full risk is foolish. Know how to mix and match different asset classes to get very high returns by taking the least amount of risk possible. Now, this is what I recommend for long-term goals. Now, if you are investing for a long-term goal, let's say for your retirement, this is what I recommend. 50% in the Indian market, 10% in the US market, 20% in debt, 5% in gold, 5% in crypto, and 10% in REITs, real estate investment trust. This is like a mutual fund for real estate investments. This is what I do. You can take a screenshot over here, guys. Mishti is asking, how do I get to these numbers? This is something that I personally do. This is like think of this like my recommendation. Is coming from talking to a lot of financial planners, a lot of SEBI registered advisors. Back when I was studying about this, like 3-4 years back, I used to meet a lot of HNI money managers, and I learned from multiple people, and this is what I think is the best. So this is the asset allocation. Now you might be thinking how all of this comes into one place. Do you guys want to do you want me to show you how a 1% club member manages their money all in one place? Do you want me to show you? Let me show you. So this is something that we call as the Master Financial Planner tool. So how does this work? Remember I told you to list down all your financial goals? You will put it over here. Emergency fund, down payment for house, higher education for my son, fire, vacation, purchase of Tesla. And this tool will tell you exactly what is the SIP required for each of these goals. How? It will first look at what is your existing investments in stocks, mutual funds, SIPs. It look at your fixed deposits. It look at your savings account, your government investments. All of this it looks at and calculates what is the amount required in the future when these goals are a reality and how much you should invest for each of these goals. Do you think a tool like this will be very helpful in your financial planning, guys? Right? Now, this is a tool that we created because a lot of people cannot afford a financial planner. So this is what a financial planner does. And a financial planner will charge you lakhs of rupees to do this. Now, a lot of people can't afford that. So we thought, can we create a tool that anybody can use it by ourselves with a little bit of learning? So that is why we created this, and we've been using this for the last 3.5 years, and more than 1 lakh members in the 1% club currently use this tool, right? And finally, it also looks at your salary, your expenses, and tells you what your net worth is. Like for example, in this dummy portfolio, we have a total net worth of 3 crores. It tells you what your current asset allocation is, and what is your required asset allocation. So then you will know exactly what to sell and what to buy. And this is not a one-time activity. You will do this once every year or once every 6 months. I do this once every 6 months. Once every 6 months, I will see if everything is fine and what I need to change by doing my study. So this is a tool which is really, really important, because otherwise you don't know where your money is. It's all everywhere, right? You don't know where it is. So this is a tool which helps you bring everything in one place. Today you might have 3 different apps. Taking that data and putting it over here really helps you to plan your finances properly. Okay? So that brings us to the end of session 1. Session 2 will start in 2 minutes. I want to give you guys a quick break. But in the meantime, if you are enjoying the session so far, guys, would be great if you can take a picture and post it on social media or anything. Would be great if you are enjoying the session so far. And then I will be back. I'll also go to the washroom. I'll come back in a minute. Are you guys enjoying so far, guys? Are you guys liking it? Fantastic. Awesome. Makes me really happy to hear that a lot of people are finding it really, really informational, because that is why we do this, to teach people what has not been taught in schools and colleges. And don't worry, guys, towards the end, I will take up as many questions as possible. So please be patient. There's another 1 hour of teaching. How to get access to the tools? I will tell you at the end how you can get access to the tools. So please stick till the end, and I will tell you exactly how you can also get access to the tools. So there's another 1 hour. So I'll be back. Just give me a minute. You also go to the washroom, and I'll be back soon. Yes, I'm back now. All right. Fantastic. All right. Can we continue, guys? Shall I resume? Are you guys back? All right. Let me present my screen again. 5 minutes and all, I can't wait, bro. Come on. 1,000 people waiting over here. 5 minutes, if you make me wait, means how? All right. Now let's get to how to invest like the top 1%. I've talked about asset allocation. Now I will tell you exactly how I actually pick the right investments. And I'm going to give you a very detailed explanation for mutual fund selection. So firstly, let's understand how do we look at the stock market, right? The stock market is direct stocks, where I directly invest in the stocks, or I can invest in mutual funds. Now, for the purpose of this masterclass, I will not be talking about direct stocks because that's a much more advanced topic. I'm going to be teaching you equity mutual funds. Remember this portfolio I showed you? This one. I'm going to teach you how I got these sort of returns and what is the methodology that I followed. There is a 5-step formula that I follow, which helped me get 16.2% CAGR in the last 5 years. So I'm going to teach you how to do this. Right? Now, firstly, you need to understand what are the different kinds of stocks or the different kinds of mutual funds available. So there are 4,000 mutual funds. But broadly, if I put, there are 3 different segments in equity mutual funds. There is large cap, which are the large companies of India. There is mid cap, which is the medium sized company, and then there's small cap. Now, how are these sizes determined? Abhijit, we are not going to give you a recording. My advice is to take pictures, and note down your questions. Towards the end, I will answer them. There is no recording, so please be focused, guys. All right. So the first 100 companies in terms of size, Reliance, ITC, Adani, all these are top 100 companies. These are large cap. Then there's mid cap, 100 to 250th rank. And then there is small cap. Now, somebody is asking, what about sector-based mutual funds? Now, I don't like sector-based mutual funds because they're very risky and not recommended for retail investors like you guys. So I don't personally invest in sectoral mutual funds. So I'm just giving you guys a warning on that front. It's not for passive investors like us. Now, how should you divide your money between large cap, mid cap, and small cap? This is what I do. Depending on your age, this is what you should do. Now, I am somebody who is I'm 29. This year I turn 30. So I'm here. 30% large cap, 50% mid cap, 20% small cap. Now, I am also managing my mom's money. My mom is 60 or 58 years old. She will hit me if I say 60. 58 years old. I will invest her money in 50% large cap, 40% mid cap, 10% small cap. Now, I also manage my dad's money. My dad is 69 years old. 70% large cap, 30% mid cap, 0% small cap. Right? Please take a picture of this, guys, because this will be really helpful for you to understand how to invest in the stock market by controlling the risk based on your age. Argya is asking, can you explain the reasoning? Reasoning is very simple, guys. As you grow older, you need to put more money in large cap and less money in mid cap and small cap, because mid cap and small cap can drop by 30% also in a given year. So for my dad, who is 69 years old, I can't tell him to put in small cap, right? He will get a heart attack if I tell him put in small cap and money has fallen by 50% in a year. He will not like it. He will give me a tupper, right? So it's as per your age, you need to control the risk. As you grow older, lesser money in mid cap and small cap, more money in large cap. Can we do 100% mid cap if younger? Vishal, not advisable. Please follow this. Don't put, I know you are being very risky, you want to maximize your money, but not advisable. 30% large cap, 50% mid cap, 20% small cap. Do not deviate from this. These are tried and tested strategies from my own investments. So please follow this. You can take a screenshot. Now, this is my 5-step formula. Now, guys, somebody asked, what about flexi cap, multi cap funds? You can invest in those also. I also invest. Now, flexi cap and multi cap are a combination of these 3 things. Okay, so combination of these 3 things. Flexi cap is a combination of all large cap, mid cap, small cap. Now, let me just open maybe this, right? Let me just open a multi cap fund. Let me open maybe Nippon India multi-cap fund. Not a recommendation, guys. I'm just simply showing you how it looks. See here, if you scroll down, you see this large cap, mid cap, small cap. It's a combination of all 3 things. 44% in large cap, 25% in mid cap, 25% in small cap. Okay. Now, even flexi cap fund is a combination of these 3 things. If I go to flexi cap, see here, 70% in large cap, 23% in mid cap, 4% in small cap. So it's one and the same thing. It's the same thing. Like, don't think that, okay, large cap is different, flexi cap, it's like, it's like ingredients of eating, salt, pepper, bad example. It's like, how do I put it? It's like making different juices, right? You have mango, apple, and orange, right? But a flexi cap fund, you put all of that and you call it mixed fruit juice. It's like that, right? Does that make sense? It's like a mixed fruit juice, right? But it's the same thing. It's combined of the same things. right? The main ingredients are large cap, mid cap, and small cap. Somebody is like biryani, raita, and salan. Okay, right? So that is what it is. So don't get confused. See, this finance industry, they like to confuse us, right? You won't believe this. You know how many categories of mutual funds are there? There are more than 15, 20 different categories of mutual funds, right? But the basics is the same. This one, it's all composed of these three things only. Now, I don't like to confuse you guys, so I'm going to keep it simple for you guys. Equity and stocks are the same. Now, this is my 5-step formula. This is what I use. What is it? First, let's look at this 5-year CAGR. Now, CAGR is one of the defining parameters of any mutual fund. Whenever you ask, how much returns will I get? Most of us will look at CAGR. Now, for those of you who don't know what CAGR is, please write me in the chat section. You don't know what is CAGR? I thought so. Don't worry. I'm here. I knew it. I've done this hundreds of times. So I'm going to explain. Everybody is familiar with fixed deposits returns. Fixed deposits give 6-7% returns. You know what that is? Fixed deposits give 7% returns. Right? But in a mutual fund, you don't say fixed. Why? You don't say fixed deposit returns in mutual funds. Why? Because mutual funds goes up and down. Right? If you go back here, look at this graph. Does it look like fixed to you? No, right? It's up and down. Right? Yes or no? Right? Yes or no? I need you guys to be active and attentive. Yes? Yes. I'm like a teacher. All right. Now, if I ask you, bro, 5 years back, what returns? Can you tell me? You're like, no, it went up this year, went down that year, then it went up, then this year. Then I'll be like, okay, Sharan, why don't you average it all? Like, we know that this started at 13 rupees and today it's at 93 rupees. In between, it went up and down, but it started from 13 rupees and went to 93 rupees. Can you give me one average number which gives me the entire CAGR? Can you give me that number? That is what this is. 17.03% it has given here. That is the average. Does this make sense? What does compounded annual growth rate means? Does it make sense now? Here again you can see more data points here. 25.21%, this fund. It's the average. Think of it like a fixed deposit giving 25.2% returns. Now every year, can you come back to me and say, hey, this year it didn't give 25%. This year it gave minus 5%. But next year it will give 50%. Then it comes down to 10%. Then it goes down to 50% again. So it keeps changing, but the average is CAGR. Does it make sense, guys? This is what CAGR means. Is this clear? I hope now everybody who did not know what CAGR has understood. Yes, fantastic. So I like to simplify things, guys. If you don't understand, tell me, I'll explain. Now I'll go into one more complicated topic. Now that CAGR is not enough to make a decision. A lot of people who would be like, I already know this. I'm already investing by looking at CAGR. I know everything. No, that is only one step of the puzzle. The second and the more important thing, which very few people know, is the average rolling return. You see, these data points that I just showed you is just looking at the last 5 years. But did you invest 5 years back or are you investing right now? You're investing right now, you didn't invest 5 years back. So you will not get that return. So how do I make a much more detailed analysis of that mutual fund to know whether I should invest or not? I need to look at a longer time horizon. Not 5 years, let me look at 10 years. Now I'll ask you a question. In the last 10 years, how many 5-year cycles are there? Let me see. In the last 10 years, how many 5-year cycles are there? People are citing 2, 9, 9, 2, 2, 2. The correct answer is 3,650. Who can tell me why? 3,650 is the correct answer. Every day, exactly. Every day counts. See, mutual fund reports information every single day. Now, depending on when you invested, your returns are different. Who knew? Depending on when you invested, your returns are different. So I need to look at every single data point in the last 10 years. People who look at only 5 years CAGR, people who look at only 5 years CAGR is only looking at one data point. Today, go 5 years back, that's it. Is that enough? No, it's not enough. You need to look at thousands of data points of every single day in the last 10 years. That is what 5-year average rolling return is. Now, how do you do that? Well, there is a hack which can help you do it for free in less than 5 seconds. Do you want me to teach you that? You want me to teach you that? It's a free tool available out there, and I'm going to tell you what it is. All right. Let me show you. So you go to this tool. Where is my... Yeah. You go to this tool. You write advisor coach. This is not a very well-known website, but very popular in the finance world. So you open any mutual fund. Let's say we're opening mid-cap fund. And I'm looking at Axis. And then let's say I'm adding PGIM. Or I'm also looking at Nippon. You understand? You put all of this. Not this. Yeah. Look at last, I want 5 years. And I'm starting 10 years back. And submit. Boom shakalaka. Come here. This is my average owning return of all these 3 mutual funds. This is probability. You see here, around 9% of the time or 10% of the time, it has given less than 8%. This mutual fund, 50% of the time has given greater than 20% returns. This mutual fund, 65% of the time has given 20% return. So this is probability. You see negative 0. In any 5-year cycle, none of these mutual funds have given negative returns, 0%. But depending on which day you looked at in the last 10 years, there are 3,650 days. Which day you looked at, this is the probability of different days. I know this is feeling a little overwhelming to you guys, but this is what it is, guys. This is what you do. It doesn't get simpler than this. This is what you have to do. You have to look at all of these things, right? This is how a professional money manager does it. Nobody said it was going to be easy. It is what it is. Exactly. Vishnu Vardhan. It is what it is, right? I'm not going to simply tell you some basic stuff which you can get online, right? I'm going to go deeper over here, right? So this is the second thing that I look at. Next, you can see greater than 15% probability. That is here, which I just showed you. This one. You add these two up, you get greater than 15% probability. And lastly, you look at Sortino ratio. What is Sortino ratio? It is the risk that this mutual fund has taken to get those returns. How do you get that data? So for that, I'm going to open a website called Morningstar. Okay. Wait, let me write. I think I already selected. Let's say I open this mutual fund, random mutual fund I've taken, risk and rating, 5 years. You see this? Sharp ratio. Right? So this is what it is. So higher the better. So this is basically how much risk your mutual fund has taken to get those returns. Like you remember this slide, right? You remember this. This is risk. I need to minimize that risk. How do you minimize this risk? Where is it? This number should be very, very high. So you will compare different mutual funds. Let's say, for example, after this masterclass, you will look at your mutual funds and be like, oh, my mutual fund Sharpe ratio is this much. Let me compare it with another mutual fund and see, is it good or bad? Like there's a category also here. Category is the average of all the mutual funds in that category. So you can compare and see. So this Sharpe ratio is higher than the category. So it's good. Right? So this is how you do it. This is how you look at the risk. Now I understand, guys. I'm sure a lot of people are like, Sharan, this just went over my head. Bear with me, guys. This is what it is. You need to focus. I know it's tough, but I'm sorry, it doesn't get easier than this. You need to focus. Take down notes, and later at the end of the day, you can research and later look at other sources. But I want you to focus. I understand it's risky. I'm sorry. I understand it's difficult. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. You have to focus. Okay, so that is the Sortino ratio. And last is the expense ratio. Expense ratio is what? See, mutual fund companies are not doing charity. They are going to charge you money. How much money? It's called percentage fee. I'll show you where to get that. So here you will find expense ratio. You see this? 0.46%. What does that mean? For every 100 rupees that you've invested, 46 paise mutual fund company will charge from you every year. Why? Because they have to run their business, bro. It's a business. They have to pay salaries. You know how much the fund manager's salary is? Fund managers take 2.5, 3 crore salary. Where do you think this money comes from? It comes from our money. It comes from our money they deduct. They have to pay salaries, rent, electricity bill. Where does it come from? It comes from the expense ratio. Now, I don't want to have a large expense ratio because I want to save my money. I'm like, you manage my money, but take little commissions. Don't take a lot of commission. There are some mutual funds which will charge 1% commission, 1.5% commission, 2% commission. Is there anybody who has a fund manager, a financial planner with you guys? Right? Yes or no in the chat section if you have a financial planner. See, there are financial planners called mutual fund distributors. Now, these guys charge 2% commission. See, that is the thing. If you let a mutual fund distributor manage your money, they will charge you 2% commission. If you know how to do it yourself, you can get it at 0.5% also. So you are saving 1.5% right there by learning how to do it yourself. Okay, somebody saying I have NJ, I'm an NJ client. Akib, NJ is a distributor, they are charging you 2% commission. So every year 2%, Kapil is saying no one disclosed that to us. Welcome to the world, Kapil, where people scam you and don't tell you what is happening. That's what happens. Now you know, right? That's the world of finance. Yeah. They won't explain to you because they think that you won't care or you won't understand, right? Because like when you go to a doctor, you just listen to what the doctor says. Similarly here, you will be like, TK, whatever you're saying is correct. So now you know. 1% club doesn't charge you. We only give direct funds. We don't charge you. So these are the 5 things that you look at. Now you'll be like, okay, Sharan, what do I do with this data? So 1% club members, we have a tool called the mutual fund selector tool. So this is a tool that we give to help you invest in index funds, mid-cap funds. So you put all of these data points and this tool will automatically rank the mutual funds for you. So this is an exercise that we do at least once every 6 months so that you know exactly what is the best mutual fund at any given point of time. So that's the thing, guys. Knowledge, you can read a book and get the knowledge, but implementation is where, the real winners are made, right? A lot of people will just listen to this and forget about it. People who will actually make money are the people who will implement this, and implementation is difficult because you don't have the tools. So that is why it was important for me that I will not just teach people, I will also give them the tools so that they can implement whatever is being taught, right? So that is the tool that we give to 1% club members. And what are the things that you will absolutely avoid? You will not look at last year's returns. A lot of people make this mistake. I will look at last year's returns and invest. Big no. I will not look at the company name. Like I said, no thematic funds, no hybrid funds, no focus funds. I don't have that in my portfolio. NAV. A lot of people think that the NAV of the mutual fund is like, if it's cheap, then it's better. No. NAV doesn't matter. And obviously, I will not look at my friend's portfolio because every person is different. You see, even in these tools, you will put what is the weightage you will put for each of these parameters. Some of you might be very risk averse, so you'll put a lot of weightage for Sortino ratio. Some of you might be very risk savvy, so you'll put more weightage for rolling returns or more weightage for 15% probability. So everybody's answer also will be different based on what you prioritize more. Does that make sense, guys? Everybody's answer will be different depending on what you prioritize more. Okay? So I want all of you guys after this masterclass to do this exercise on your existing portfolio, and you will think of it like doing like a health checkup. Every year you go to the doctor for a health checkup. Do this once a year for your money also, no? So that you know exactly is your money healthy or not healthy. Do you think your money deserves that checkup at least once a year? Don't you think it deserves that checkup at least once a year? Yes? Absolutely yes, right? Otherwise, you can't blame the world saying that, I'm not rich. If you don't love your money will not love you. right? So I do this once every 6 months because I love my money a lot, right? And I like doing it. So depending on how busy or not busy you are, you should do it at least once a year. Sorry about that. Okay. Now let's come to the insurance scam case study, which a lot of you guys will fall trap into if you are not careful. Do you want me to teach you this? This hack will probably help you save 50 lakh rupees. All right. Now everybody knows what is life insurance, right? Everybody, you know what is life insurance? Yes? Life insurance is something that will be given to you if you die. As simple as that. As simple as that. Let's say, for example, today, fortunately, touch wood, nobody is dependent on me financially. I don't have kids. My parents are also financially free. So we are all great. But a lot of us are not that lucky, right? A lot of us will have to send money back to our parents. A lot of us will have kids and kids are dependent on us. A lot of us might have only one working person in the family and other people are dependent on them. Like, for example, my dad, he came from a lower middle class background and he had 5 sisters and he had to pay for the dowry of his 5 sisters. This is back in the olden days, right? This is almost 40 years back. So he had to arrange for the dowry. He had to take care of them in the first few years. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have similar stories in your family as well. So it's important, like imagine my dad was no more at the age of 30. What would happen to the whole family? An entire generation of family is khalas, right? So that is why life insurance is important, right? So for example, let us say my kids are dependent on me and if I am not there anymore, my kids might get 2 crore rupees, 5 crore rupees, so that they are taken care of for the rest of their life. So it goes without saying, having a life insurance is more important than knowing which stocks to pick or which mutual funds to pick. Do you agree with me or not? Yes or no? Yes, right? But most of us don't take this seriously because we think that, Shantam Papam, nothing bad will happen to us. Don't talk like that. All of these things we hear. So my parents are know about this. But don't make the mistake. Please buy a life insurance. And it's really important to buy it when you're young. Because when you're young, it's very cheap. Now, I will tell you what is the scam that is happening when you buy a life insurance. Right? Now, everybody has to buy this, correct? Minimum you have at least 1 crore life insurance cover. But a lot of people get scammed. Now, insurance is one of the most scammy industry in the world of finance. What if your company provides this puja risky because when you leave the company, that insurance is gone because it's only as long as you're employed. So between jobs, if you have no job, for example, AI is coming, you might lose your job. Between jobs, you are at risk. Secondly, after you retire, your company will not protect you anymore. Then you have to get a new one at the time after retiring. That time the insurance company will be like, no, you have diabetes, cholesterol, get lost. So very risky. So have it when you're young, even if your company is giving you, because once you retire or when you lose your job, you are still protected. I hope that answers your question, Pooja. And I also have cholesterol, right? A lot of us have these problems. I'm talking about term insurance, guys. I'm not even talking about health insurance. I'm talking about term insurance. Now, for buying term insurance, let us go to our friendly website, policybazaar.com. Has everybody heard of this website, Policy Bazaar? Yes? Everybody has heard, right? This is a very big company. Now let's view their plans. Now, okay. Now what am I doing? I need to buy a 1 crore. Yeah, Rajat is saying they scammed me. All right, but hold on, Rajat. I'm going to tell you how else they can scam you. Now, I want to 1 crore insurance. Until age of 60, if something happens to me, my family gets 1 CR. And to get that benefit, let's make it yearly plan. I need to pay 15,000 rupees every year to get that benefit. Is this much clear? If I pay 15,000 rupees a year until the age of 60, anytime if I die, my family gets 1 crore. Is this understood? Yes? Perfect. Now, can you see this button, save up to 46%? Now, I'm an Indian. I like to save money. It's in my genes. So I'm going to click this button. I'm going to click this. It says you pay for 10 years and you can save 40%. Okay. And also 58% of customers have taken this. So it's trustworthy because a lot of people have taken it. So I'll save money now. Why will I not do it? Am I an idiot? I'll obviously want to save money. Now, it says 32,000 rupees a year, but only for 10 years. Now they're saying, okay, I'm saving money. Should I trust him or should I go into detective mode and do some analysis? What do you want me to do? Trust or detective mode? Analysis? I thought so. You guys are smart now. Let me go into detective mode. Let me open one of my other 1% Club tools called, where is that? Where is that? Insurance. Yeah, here it is. So can you see my screen, guys? Is my screen visible? Yes. So policy A, I pay around 15,000-16,000 rupees a year for the next 30 years. Policy B, I pay 30,000 rupees a year for 10 years. It says 4.8 lakhs in option 1, 3 lakhs in option B. So obviously, it looks like Policy Bazaar was being honest. Is it true? Are they being honest? Because they're right. They said 3 lakhs here, 4.8 lakhs here. I am saving money, right? Should I believe them or not? Yes or no? Or should I go deeper in the analysis? Tell me, should I go deeper or not? Deeper, or let me go deeper. But the problem is, guys, opportunity cost. Policy Bazaar did not tell me this, that every year I'm paying that 14,000 rupees extra. Although it is only for 10 years, my opportunity cost is really high. Had I invested that money and even gotten, let's say, only 12% returns, that 14,000 rupees in the next 30 years will become 3.74 lakhs. Next year, that same 14,000 rupees extra that I'm paying, if invested for 29 years, becomes 3.34 lakhs. Then it becomes 2.98 lakhs. If I add up all of this, Shweta is saying, but the debate is who will invest those 14,000 rupees a year. Shweta, that is where a 1% Club member is what I would say. 1% Club members have the mindset to invest. They don't, waste their money just because they have extra money. But let me go deeper in this analysis. See this. 12 lakhs of difference. 12 lakhs of difference just from this opportunity cost. This is the same analysis that we did with rent versus buy a home, if you remember. Remember, we did the same analysis with rent versus buy a home. That extra money that you think is a waste, that extra money that you think you're saving is actually adding up to so much money. Somebody's like, what is opportunity cost? Let me repeat this. In option 1, if you are paying till 60, they are telling you pay 16,000 rupees a year. In option B, they are like, sir, why are you paying till 60? You finish it off in 10 years, but you pay me 30,000 rupees a year for 10 years. And I will still protect you till you are 60, but you don't have to pay me money. A lot of people will get fooled into thinking that option B is better. Why? Because they only compare these numbers. They're like, option B, I paid 3 lakhs. Option A, I paid 4.8 lakhs. So option B is lesser, so I'll go with option B. But if you are smart, and if you do deeper analysis, you will see that you paid 14,000 rupees extra in the first 10 years, right? That money from where it is coming? From where is that extra money coming from? It's coming from your investments, right? You have to pay that money. Let's say you are paying it from your salary. If you had not given it to the insurance company, you would have put in mutual funds, no? Because it's extra money. You could have saved it, you could have invested it, right? That is the point I'm trying to make. From your salary, instead of paying 14,000 rupees extra to the insurance company, you could have invested it somewhere else. That is what the opportunity cost is. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense? Right? Somebody saying, I've not considered the time value of money. I have, guys. I'm comparing both sides. See here. Here, after 10th year, you are not paying money here, but here you're still paying money. So I've considered that also. There is negative also, but these negatives are much smaller than these positives. And finally, there's a difference of 12 lakh. Now, if you invest like me at 15% returns, that's a 30 lakh difference in your portfolio. This is additional money that you are missing out on the table. Now, you might be like, Sharan, 30 lakhs is nothing in 20 years, 30 years later. But still, it's money only, no? At the end of the day, it's money only, right? 30 lakhs extra is gone, but you might be like, 30 lakhs value is nothing, but do you want to waste money just because it's little money? No, right? You don't want to waste money just because it's little money, right? You still want to keep it, right? You don't want to give money for simply like that to an insurance company of all the companies, right? So that is what I'm trying to say. Now, how many of you all have already fallen trap into this? Please write me in the chat section. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people saying me. Now, how do you get out of this? I will tell you. I will tell you at the end of the masterclass how to get out of this. I will teach you. And I will tell you, and we will help you how to get out of it. But more importantly, guys, protect your parents as well, because our parents are the ones who are going to banks. And they are the ones who are getting scammed more. And our parents sometimes don't listen to us. So please sit with them and explain to them that this is something that can happen to you. Please call me whenever a bank officer is trying to sell you something. Usually it's the banks who are selling you this. Banks have targets, right? Banks have insurance company as subsidiaries. They will sell you this. So please be careful and, educate your parents as well. My dad was almost fallen trap into these sort of things 3 times. But I always tell him, Daddy, please call me whenever you're going to the bank, because I know he's always pitched something, because my dad has a lot of fixed deposits in the bank. They always target old people who have a lot of money in the bank, so they know that they're easy targets. Cool. Akankita, I'm sorry, I know it's your job to sell insurance, but I just want to share my experience of my dad. I'm sure you're doing a good job. I just want to tell you what happened with my dad. All right, cool. All right, next, let's go back to the masterclass, guys. Now I want to teach you a tax saving hack, which most chart accountants also wouldn't be knowing. Now, this is a hack that allows you to maximize your tax savings. Now, how do you do that? Now, firstly, let's understand the tax saving benefits that you have. This is when you buy a house. Okay, let's say now I told you, don't buy a house when you're young. Let's say once you turn 45, 50, you're financially free and now you're buying a house. And how will you buy the house? You will take a loan still. Why? Because you have a lot of money. Let's say you have 10 crore savings at the age of 45. 10 crores will generate 1.5 crores of profit every year without you having to work. That can easily pay the EMIs. You don't have to worry. Correct. Now, I want to save you taxes also on this, because I'm not happy with you just becoming financially free. I also want to help you save money from the government, because I think we have already paid a lot of taxes and we're not seeing the roads from ages. So I want us to save some taxes also, because, as per studies, almost 25% of our tax is gone into corruption, right? So I don't think, giving all our money is right. But I'm going to give you legal methods. I'm not going to tell you illegal methods. Illegal methods when we meet in person, but legal methods I will teach you now what we can do. Now, firstly, let's understand, when you buy a house, there are 2 kinds of tax benefits. First is that your home loan interest component, 2 lakhs per person, you get to save taxes. Secondly, if I was on rent, I get HRA tax benefits. Now I'm thinking, bro, HRA tax benefit is there, but it is only applicable if I pay rent. But if I own a house, how can I pay rent? How can I do that? Okay, step 1, I'm going to get married. It's just a joke, guys. First, you should have a partner with you, right? You have a partner, or you can do it with your parents, whoever it is. But step 1, get married. Now, only one of your partner will buy the house. So both of them should be earning, right? It doesn't work if only one person is earning money. Both of you all should be earning money, right? So one of the partner will be earning and will get the house in their name. I, on the other hand, will pay rent to my wife, right? For example, I'm going to pay rent to my wife. Now let's understand what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Let's first look at the right side section. If both of us, let's say, buy the house in both our name, let me repeat. If both of us buy the house in both our name, this is what most of us do. We get 4 lakh interest reduction finally. How? Because under section 24B of the income tax law, both of us get 2 lakhs exemption on the interest that we are paying the bank. Now, if I take a 1 crore home loan, I am paying 7 lakhs of interest to the bank. So I can claim up to 4 lakhs of it and get 4 lakhs tax exemption. Is this much clear, guys? Is this much clear? Whatever I've taught? Right? Guys, if you are following the new regime, then you cannot do this. My recommendation is go to the old regime, because if you have a house, you should not be in new regime. You should be in old regime. If you've been in the new regime, then your CA is not doing a good job. If you own a house, please be in the old regime, not in the new regime. Okay? Now, yeah, Swati, yes. Yeah, thank God, yes. Be in the old regime, not new regime, if you have a house. So 4 lakh you can get exemption, right? If you have, if both of you have bought the house in both your name. No, I don't like it, because only 4 lakhs, no. I want both, more. So what am I going to do? I'm going to tell to my wife, you know what? I'm going to pay you rent. And she's going to collect 3.6 lakhs of rent from me. Okay? Because of that, she obviously has an income of whatever I'm paying her. But she still has to pay the interest by herself. So net income is negative. Why? I paid her 3.6 lakhs in rent. She has to pay 7 lakhs to the bank as interest. So she made a loss. If she makes a loss, she doesn't have to pay tax. So she still can claim the 2 lakhs exemption. I, on the other hand, because I am paying rent to my wife, I can tell my employer, you know what, I'm paying rent to my wife. I need HRA exemption, 3 lakhs. 3 plus 2, 5 lakhs. 5 lakhs exemption. So the difference is I could increase my tax exemption by 1 lakh rupees every single year. Please write MD5 in the chat section, guys. If this is something that you did not know, and this is something that has blown your mind with what is possible in the world of finance. Now, guys, this again is completely legal. This has gone to High Court, by the way, and the High Court ruled in our favor, not in the Income Tax Department's favor. And I found it and I thought I'll make it viral so that more people do it. So now what is the mathematics at the end? If I take a 1 crore house, 9% interest rate, 20 years, this is the mathematics. So firstly, if I do scenario 1, property bought jointly, we end up paying, we end up saving, 20 lakhs in taxes. But if you do what I just explained to you, firstly, you get a stamp duty concession, because if my wife buys it, because she is female, there is a 1% reduction in stamp duty. So if I buy a 1 crore house, 1% of that is 1 lakh. So that, if it's invested, becomes 6 lakh 70,000 rupees in 20 years. So that is number 1. Next is HR deduction, tax exemption, all of that put together, 30 lakhs of savings. If I add this and this, 36 lakhs minus 20 lakhs, that is 16.5 lakhs in savings. This is the magic of understanding the taxation system of our country. This is the magic of following with the budget every single year to know what you can do with your money. Somebody is like, what happens when wife goes rogue? No problem, no, Ravi. Because you never paid the EMIs yourself, you are paying rent. It is as though you are a single person who lived your entire life single. If you were single, you would have been paying rent only, no? Right? On the other hand, your wife was the one who was paying the EMIs all by herself. So she deserves to have the house if you split. Right? So there is no difference in your life, whether you guys are together or not. Right? It's not like you contributed to the house and you didn't get the house. No, you had to pay rent regardless. Right? So don't think of the negatives like that. And have a little bit more faith, in your partner, right? Because you get to save a lot of money. It's a 16.5 lakh rupees of savings, right? Like, who doesn't want to save money, right? If you know how the taxation system works in this country. So that is the secret tax hack, which very few people know. Now coming to the last learning for today. Now this is something that will probably really blow your mind with what is possible if you take a little bit of risk. You know, the saying which goes, risk hai to ishq hai, from Scam 1992, that TV show. So I'm going to tell you what 5% risk can take, taking 5% risk in your money, what sort of growth you can see in your portfolio. Now I'm going to again go back to that story. Investor A, Investor B, Investor C. Investor A invests 100% in the stock market. Investor B, 65% in stock market, 20% in debt, and 15% in gold. Investor C, 60% in stock market, 20% in bonds, 15% in gold, and 5% in Bitcoin. Now, before you ask, is Bitcoin legal? It is legal. I personally invest in Bitcoin. I'm going to show you my own portfolio very soon. Now, I want to ask you, which of these people do you think has the most amount of money at the end of 10 years, all investing 1 lakh rupees per month? Who has the most amount of money? Now, all of you all are saying C, C, C. Correct answer. But you will be shocked to know by how much. By the way, this is the returns that each of these asset classes have given. Okay. Nifty has given 12%. Government bond has given 6.2%. Gold has given 13%. And Bitcoin has given 82% CAGR. 82% CAGR, guys. This is the result of that single change of just 5% of your money in Bitcoin. See the difference. Investor A and Investor B has similar amounts of money. But Investor C has 6.6 CR. Can you believe that? These guys who have taken 0 Bitcoins are sitting at 2.2 crores. Investor C, just by risking 5% of their money, has 6.6 CR. Now, is there really risk right now? No. Donald Trump has announced that the US government will buy Bitcoin. Do you think Bitcoin will ever go to 0 if that is the reality of the world today? Do you think Bitcoin will ever go to 0? Let us say it just goes to 0. What is the difference? If it goes to 0, difference between A and C, 18.6 lakhs, difference between B and C, 11.3 lakhs. So you tell me, is it not worth taking the risk? If your downside is 10 to 20 lakhs, but the upside is 4 crores extra, is it not worth taking that risk? Give me yes or no. Absolutely yes. That is what investment is all about. If you understand the risk, only then go and invest. This is called the barbell investing strategy, where you invest a very small percent of your portfolio in highly risky investments. So what do HNIs do? HNIs will invest in startups, right? Startups can go bust, but they know if they have a Swiggy in their portfolio, if they have a Zomato in their portfolio, if they have an urban company in their portfolio, they are going to make a lot of money. Exactly like that. Even in retail investors, if you put a small percent of your portfolio in really risky investments like cryptocurrencies, you can make a lot of money. It's all about understanding risk and how much percentage of your money should go into cryptocurrency, right? Like this is my own portfolio. Let me just show you this. This is my own portfolio. As you can see here, 74 lakh rupees, invested 21 lakh rupees. 21 lakh rupees has become 74 lakh rupees. This is my own portfolio, guys. This is the platform that I use. How many of you all want us to help you invest in cryptocurrencies? We'll do a quick poll right now. Aman, can you do a quick poll? How many of you all want us to help you invest in cryptocurrencies? Please write yes or no. And depending on whoever is interested, very, very happy to help you guys. We've partnered with the best company in India right now. Completely legal, completely registered. So you don't have to worry about anything. That is my own personal money that I've invested. And I like to be very transparent. I want to show you guys what I do. I don't want to just tell you what to do. I will tell you what I do. And then if you are comfortable, you can follow it. So that brings us to the end of the masterclass, guys. Before I move on, I want to quickly understand from you guys, how was it? How was the session? Did you guys learn a lot of things? Did you guys feel like, wow, finance is so much fun. Investing is so much fun. There are so many things that I did not know was possible. Amazing. MB6. It's a lot more fun to learn from you. Learned and corrected my understanding of finances. You made it easy to understand. MB3000. Parik is saying it was absolutely amazing, Sharan. Thanks for sharing your wisdom and experience with us. Rakesh is like, never felt like 2 hours. Pragya is saying how to get access to the tools. I will tell you now. So firstly, guys, congratulations. You guys are in the top 10%. You guys took out the time on a weekend to learn here patiently for 2 hours. You guys are probably hungry, right? And you guys, instead of going out and partying or watching TV, you guys came and watched here. You guys spent 2 hours with me. So firstly, congratulations. You are in the top 10%. But I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, what is next? What is the next step to actually go and implement these things? Because knowledge alone is not enough. You can get this knowledge by reading a book, by watching a YouTube video as well. But the game changer is going and implementing these things. You see, everything is available for free on the internet, right? You can learn how to make a rocket also on the internet. But how many people are actually rocket scientists? Right? So that is the difference, guys. If you actually want to reach that top 1%, you will have to put in that time and energy to implement these things. So how many of you all are interested to commit and put in that hard work to reach that top 1%? Please give me yes or no in the chat section. How many of you all are committed and want to take your learning to the next level, where you will actually implement these things, not just learn? Fantastic. Now, how many of you all can afford a financial plan? Please write. If you can afford 1 lakh rupees plus GST every year, can you afford this kind of a service? Yes or no? Because this is what rich people do, right? They hire somebody who manage money for them, and these people charge 1 lakh rupees plus GST every year. I knew it, of course. Most of you are saying no. I understand, right? Not a lot of people can afford this kind of money to manage your money. And the problem is, you're not alone. A lot of people face this problem because there are only 1,300 financial planners in India. Remember, I told you, only 1,300 registered, SEBI registered financial planners. Crorepattis and millionaires, for them, no problem. Middle class Indians like us, who are earning 10 lakhs per annum, 50 lakhs per annum, we can't afford these people. We are reliant on our chartered accountant or on our LIC uncle or the bank relationship manager who is not doing justice to our money. You know it. You have already experienced it. And the worst problem of all, we are in a situation in India right now. Inflation is high. Fixed deposit is not giving good returns. And real estate is unaffordable for almost all of us. Yes or no? This is the big problem for India today. So to solve all of these problems, guys, 1% Club exists to solve exactly this problem. I've been creating content for the last 4 years on social media. And as I kept learning about what Indians are doing in the comment section, in my Instagram DMs, I realized that the problem was really, really big. And there was nobody trying to fix this problem. That is why we started this company 2.5 years back. And today, the 1% Club has more than 1 lakh members. We are a SEBI registered company. We have partnered with more than 6 experts across different topics of finance, having 30 plus hours of learning. And we have those 25 plus Excel tools that I showed you today, which you will get access to. Can I take a few minutes of your time to explain what the 1% Club is, guys? Please write yes in the chat section if I can take a few minutes to explain, and then you can take a decision on whether you want to change and go to the next stage of your financial planning. Fantastic. So firstly, we are based out of Mumbai, guys. This is our office where I'm sitting on right now. I'm sitting exactly here, right? And this is our Mumbai office. We have more than 150 employees, and this is all we do, right? We help people manage their money. So this is our Mumbai office. We are a SEBI registered company. We got our license from SEBI, as you can see here. I became the first influencer in India to get this license. And we are one of the 1,300 companies who have this, and we manage more than 1,000 crores of our public's money. We are backed by Nikhil Kamath, who is obviously the co-founder of Zerodha, and he's a billionaire, and very, very happy that an investor like him, supports our mission and really helps us, take our company to the next level. So how has the 1% Club helped people like you? So we have a boot camp, a 4-week boot camp. So the commitment is very simple. We have a boot camp which is starting tomorrow. It goes on for 4 weeks. Time commitment is 15 minutes per day. Let me explain to you. 4 weeks, Monday to Friday, you will study by yourself for 15 minutes per day. How will you study? You will be added to a WhatsApp group. As soon as you join, you will be added to a WhatsApp group. In that WhatsApp group, there are mentors, my team of mentors, to help you study and guide you whenever you have doubts or questions. 15 minutes of studying per day, that's it. And you can study any time of the day. Morning, evening, afternoon, any time of the day. Does everybody have 15 minutes free time per day? Does everybody have 15 minutes of free time per day? Fantastic. Everybody has, right? If you don't have, you're lying to yourself. And on weekends, we have live session. For the next 4 weeks, Saturday, Sunday, you will have live sessions conducted by people like me, and we have partnered with CEOs of some of the largest fintech companies of India. And I'm going to tell you what those topics are very, very soon. So week 1 is building your custom financial plan. As soon as you join the 1% club, you will be, in the first 1 week, we will teach you how to create a custom financial plan. So what you saw over here, this is the Master Financial Planner tool. We will teach you how to create a financial plan like this based on all the different financial goals that you have. And this is something that you will only do. We will teach you and you will do it step by step, right? And this will be customized for you. You will put your own financial goals and you will know exactly what is the investments that you have to make across different asset classes. Not just that, we will teach you how to pick the mutual funds, how to invest in the US market, how to invest in bonds, how to invest in fixed deposit, everything. In the weekend, we have a live session. First live session is with our insurance team, where you will be getting one-on-one consultation with our insurance advisor to help you pick the right health insurance and life insurance for you, your family, and your loved ones. Then we have the CEO of India Bonds, who will be coming and teaching you how to invest in bonds that give you 9 to 14% returns. So he will be coming and personally teaching you live. And then we have the CEO of Mudrex, who is our crypto partner. He will be coming and teaching you how to invest in cryptocurrencies. So this is not available anywhere else, guys. CEOs of fintech companies coming and teaching you live. All of this happens in just week 1. Week 2 is where we will be teaching you how to invest in mutual funds. One second. How to invest in equity mutual funds, how to invest in debt funds, how to invest in US market. So I'll be teaching you all of these things using these tools. Remember, I showed you these tools, right? Index fund selector tool, mid cap fund selector tool. So step by step, I'll be teaching you how to do all of these things in week 2. And the live session for week 2 is conducted by Ali Hajiani, who is our credit card expert. So most of you all are spending, let's say, 30K per month on food, groceries, travel, Uber, Amazon, whatever, right? If you use the right credit card for those same expenditure, we can teach you how to get 1 to 2 lakhs worth of free vacations, domestic and international, depending on how much you're spending on credit card. And we have a live session to teach you how to do it step by Ali Hajiani. That is what we will teach you in week number 2. Week number 3 is all about tax saving hacks. The teacher here is CA Nitesh Buddhadev. He is a person who comes on TV channels to talk about any changes in the world of tax. So he will be teaching you how to optimize your salary taxes, how to pay zero taxes when investing in the equity market, how to take more advantage of the tax loopholes in house rent and all of that, how to look at saving taxes when you're taking loans. So all put together, 50 lakhs worth of tax hacks we have accumulated in the 1% club, and CA Nitesh will be the one teaching this. So this is week number 3. Tax filing is coming very, very soon. So this is the perfect time to learn this, because this will be taught in week number 3. Week number 4, by the end of it, you will become your family's financial planner, because by then you will be creating financial plans not just for yourself, but for your family, for your parents. We will also tell you all the strategies that you can follow when buying your dream house, all the strategies that you can follow when planning for your kids' expenses. And at the end of it, you will get a certificate from us saying that you have successfully completed everything, and you will unlock a secret session on trading. Once you complete these 4 weeks, you will unlock a secret session on how to trade in the market. That you will get access to only once you complete these 4 levels, right? So this is what the 4-week curriculum looks like. How many of you all are excited based on whatever I just said? How many of you are excited about this 4-week curriculum? Amazing, right? This is something that we've taken months to, prepare, and we had to coordinate with different CEOs of different companies, and all of them put together has made this possible. I alone not possible to make this. So many different people have come together to make this possible. And that's not it, guys. Every 1% club member gets 3 free consultation calls. We will not just teach you, we will tell you how to do it. And if you are stuck, we will get on a call with you guys as well. You get 3 free consultation calls, one with our insurance advisor, one with the bond expert, and one with our SEBI registered expert. What was not possible before is now possible because we have made financial planning accessible for everyone. This is what our app looks like. Let me just quickly show you. So this is my phone. It's connecting to the iPhone 14. So let me just open this. This is what the app looks like. Can you see my screen, guys? Is my screen visible? Yes, guys, this is beginner friendly. We start from the absolute basics. Even if you don't know the ABCD of finance, we will take you from the absolute basics. And whenever you get stuck, you are on a WhatsApp group, you can ask your question and we are here to guide you. Right? So this is the tool. This is what the app looks like. This is where you'll find all the courses. Right? This is all the courses that I talked about. This is my course. There's a stock market course, insurance, credit card, tax planning, car savings, and we are adding real estate and cryptocurrency very soon. So all of this is there. There are live stream sessions which keep happening over here, right? And then we have our community. The 1 lakh members that I was talking about are available over here. You can download this on the Play Store and App Store. You can go to your Google Play Store or Apple Store and you can download this app, right? And then we have other things as well. You can invest in fixed deposits over here. Here you can book your call with our RIA team, our SEBI registered team. Here you can invest in fixed deposit, which gives 8.6% returns. So a lot of things that we have over here, right? So this is our app. Now tell me, guys, how many of you all want to join the 1% club based on whatever I just told you? How many of you all, yes, tool access as well, of course. All 25 plus financial planning tools you will get access to. Now, financial planners charge 1 lakh rupees plus GST every year for this. What if I told you, you will get lifetime access to the 1% club for 1 lakh rupees? Lifetime access, you don't have to pay every year. One-time fee for your whole life. You get access to the money school that I just told you, 30 plus hours of content. It is updated every year. We will keep you updated every year. 25 plus financial planning tools, which I just told you. And 3 calls with investment experts. How many of you all think this is a fair deal? 1 lakh rupees for your whole life. Vishnu is saying, I do, but it is expensive. Vinayak is saying, no, bro, not as of now. Uttam is saying, no. Asher is saying, I would like to try, but we won't be getting the tools. No, you will get the tools, Asher. You will get all the tools once you join the 1% club. Expensive. I find it too expensive, too much. All right. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to give you guys a discount. Obviously, I was just joking, guys. This is not the price. I understand a lot of people can't afford this. And we started this especially because we wanted everybody to have the power to manage their money by themselves. If you could afford 1 lakh rupees, then you probably are already rich, right? So we do not want money to be a barrier to join the 1% club. So obviously there will be a discount. How much discount do you want? You tell me. What percent of discount do you think would make it fair? 50% discount. 75% discount. Okay, what I'm going to do? I'm going to give you a 78.5% discount, taking down the final price to 22,500 rupees. How many of you now think this is a fair deal? How many of you think now this is a fair deal for everything that I just spoke about? Fair. This is okay. Gautam is saying deal, fair deal. Yes, fair enough. Rohit is saying still not fair. Karthikeyan, yes, fair deal. Praveen, fair deal. Enough. I am just a student. Student offer. I have doubt. All right. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm going to give you 3 additional bonuses if you join in the next 15 minutes. And my promise to you is that you will feel like it's free of cost. If you join in the next 15 minutes, it will feel like free of cost because of these 3 additional bonuses. Bonus number 1, you will get to access our exclusive partnership with 200, 400 plus brands. We have partnered with every brand in India which you buy from. Zepto, Flipkart, Zomato, Myntra, Ajio, Big Basket, everything you can think of. Every brand that you purchase from currently, for the rest of your life, you will now get 7 to 12% discounts. On an average, our members are saving 20,000 rupees annually. And this is a benefit that you will get for your whole life. So that's why we want to restrict the number of people who can get this. So only if you join in the next 15 minutes, you will get this access. This benefit alone makes the 1% club fee free of cost. And this is within the 1 year you're getting this. You get this every year. But 1% club membership is only a one-time fee. This saving 20,000 rupees annually is lifetime. Second benefit is we have partnered with ClearTax to give all 1% club members 75% discount on your 2025 tax filing. So when your tax filing is coming, we are there to help you. 75% discount for your tax filing. So don't go to your existing CA who is charging you 4,000, 5,000 rupees and is probably not even doing a good job. We are here to guide you, and we'll also give you a 75% discount in partnership with ClearTax. This is second benefit. Do you want another benefit or is this enough? You have one more benefit is there. Do you want it or is this enough? More? Okay, the final benefit is an additional 7,500 rupees off and a 7-day 100% refund guarantee, taking down the final price to 14,999. The link to join has been put in the chat section, guys, and the counter also has begun. Only in the next 15 minutes, if you join, this coupon code will be activated for you. Post 15 minutes, this will get disabled, and then the price will go back to 22,499 rupees. Now, we want this to be a risk-free investment for you guys. So very happy to confidently say that if you do not like what you are getting, if you feel like whatever I said is not true, try us out for 7 days. You don't like it, you get your money back. We have a 100% refund guarantee exactly for that, because we do not want you guys to come with stress in your mind. Join the 1% club, explore us for 7 days. Think of it like a free trial. If you like it, which I'm sure you will continue. If you don't like it, write to us, you get your money back. And for those people who are saying, is there EMI option? I see a lot of people saying EMI option. I'll just show you what the page looks like. So this is what the page looks like, guys. Once you click the link, which Aman would have sent, this is what it looks like. This is the membership page. You can put your name here and put your email ID, because this is where you will get your access on this email ID. And you will get all the reminders for the sessions on this email ID. We also send you, we also will add you to a WhatsApp group. So please put your WhatsApp number over here. So this is a WhatsApp number, because you get added to the WhatsApp group. So we need your WhatsApp number. And if you're a business owner, you can add your GST details as well. Now, coupon code, like I said, MB7500. Was it MB7500? What is that coupon code? Yeah, MB7500. That is what's applicable right now. As you can see here, the discount is light and it comes down to 14,999. So this is the final price. This is inclusive of GST. You don't have to pay anything extra. We will pay the GST from our end. So you don't have to pay anything extra. And yeah, we have a lot of payment options, guys. So obviously, if you have the money, best thing to do is to pay UPI. But if you want to get EMI options, we have zero cost EMI options as well. So ICICI Bank, credit card, Axis Bank, RBL Bank, Kotak Bank, a lot of options. So if you want zero cost EMI, you can split your payment in 3 installments, 5,000 rupees into 3. But if you, like I saw a lot of students here. So if you're a student, you can get in for as little as 700 rupees per month as well. So it becomes really, really affordable for you. 700 rupees per month, I'm sure you're just spending on a pizza. Have one less pizza this month, right? It's for your own financial benefit, right? So this is the cheapest it can get, and goes without saying, if you want to ask a refund, this EMI also gets cancelled. So it's as though the EMI never existed. So it gets completely reversed because it's happening within 7 days. So the EMI also gets cancelled. So that is what I would say, guys. This is a as low as it can get, the 1% Club membership. And next month onwards, this will become an annual plan. So right now, whoever is joining can join for a lifetime membership with just 14,999. Next month onwards, this will become 22,500 rupees every year, because we're coming up with a lot of updates on the app. We're adding AI, we're adding mutual fund baskets, we're adding stock market recommendations. So we are going to increase the price, and it's going to be an annual recurring fee. So get in right now to lock in this price for your whole life, right? Because next month onwards, this price is going to be an annual recurring fee. So I'll show you a few testimonials from our existing members. These are return testimonials, but I don't like return testimonials because, I can edit and put whatever I want. But I'm going to show you video testimonials of our recent batch. So these are two students who recently completed our last week's batch. So I'm going to play this video to you so that you know exactly a first-hand perspective of the kind of transformation we're able to bring of people who are able to, implement the things that we're teaching. So this is a working mother and this is a life coach. So I'll play both the videos and then you can see what's happening.
I'm 40 now, and now that I've gone through the entire module, if I had kind of signed up for this before, probably would have been better with my investment. I don't regret a bit, and I'm really glad that I signed up for the course. The fact that you have a mentor who constantly pushes you.
So we have, in fact, with us Veronica, who are very sweet enough to talk about the experience with us and how, going through the modules really help up their game, right? So I think I want to call them up on stage and tell us about the entire experience.
Great. Good evening, everybody. And firstly, thanks, guys, for kind of giving the opportunity to share my experience. So maybe a quick introduction. My name is Veronica, and I am a hospitality professional in the banking industry. It may sound weird, but I actually manage amenities, for a bank. Mother of two, married. And the reason I'm giving that background and context is I wish I'd done this session a couple of years back. I'm 40 now, and now that I've gone through the entire module, if I had kind of signed up for this before, probably would have been better with my investment. So I typically run away from financial jargon, but I think one of the things that really helped me in this last couple of months that we really signed up for the session was really simplifying some of these things. I actually came to know about the session through a friend who attended the credit card session through Instagram, and then after I did that, when Sharan talked about the 1% Club, I said that maybe this is something that I should definitely sign up for, and I don't regret that because I think one is just the overall, content approach, etc. But the fact that you have a mentor who constantly pushes you. So Samarth was, responsible for our group, and whilst I couldn't keep up with the WhatsApp messages in terms of what we should do, every day, he would separately ping me saying that, hey, I hope everything is okay. Can you just ensure? And do you have any challenges? And I actually pushed myself to complete the entire course. So I'm thankful for that because typically when people sign up for online courses, you pay for something and then after a while it's just that, right? So if it wasn't for that additional push, I don't think that I would be, been able to complete the content. And just generally in terms of the tools that I provided, for someone who isn't very familiar and comfortable with numbers, I personally really kind of love that because a lot of these tools, let it be from simple things like just putting what your savings are, putting in important information. Sorry, I'm at home and my kids are around, so apologies if there are any disturbances. But I was talking about the tools. I think it simplifies things. Just 1 second here.
Yeah, no worries.
So just I think helping simplify the stuff. I'm yet to explore a lot. I see the kind of questions that are coming in, and I feel that I'm way far behind from the rest of the group. But it also encourages me to go back to the rest of the content. But in short, I don't regret a bit, and I'm really glad that I signed up for the course.
Thank you so much, Sharan.
So guys, that was one of our testimonials. I'll play one more and then I will get to Q&A. I just want to play one more testimonial and then we'll get to the Q&A.
That was itself a big achievement when I finished the course. In this community was Sharan actually helping, taking up one of the person and, actually doing it live. And that was really helpful.
So we have, in fact, with us Navi to talk about the experience with us and how, going through the modules really help up their game, right? Okay, Naveed, I think you can...
Hi, Ferdy. Hi, everybody. My name is Naveed Zakaria, and I had sent a lot of messages once I completed the course, because that was itself a big achievement when I finished the course, because I think for the past 2 years, I have joined a lot of courses, a lot of programs, and most of them, the content is so much and the time span is very less. So there's a feeling of overwhelming, feeling which you get, and then in the first 2 weeks, you probably are supercharged, and then finally that, the spark for that, the motivation fades off, and ultimately I have not ended up finishing the course. But this one, I must say, I sent a message to Bernie the moment I finished it, saying that the structure, the way it's structured is so good. One, you guys provide a team leader and there's constant monitoring. And second, it's structured so well that you have a plan for every day or every week how much to finish. So, and that's not too overwhelming, especially when the videos are like 15 minutes or, just about 15 minutes. So you feel that, okay, you know what, you can pace up and you can be reach where the other team is doing. Because initially, the first 2 weeks, I couldn't start with the team. But it was Ferdy who pushed me, saying that you can do it, man. You can. It's simple. The videos are very simple. You can just go through, and I think that push makes a lot of difference in this community. And another thing is the tools which is given. I felt it was amazing. And the one different thing was everybody else, the other YouTubers, when they give a tool, they just give you, and again, when you see the tools, when you see the charts, you start filling and it gets overwhelming. But the whole point in this community was Sharan actually helping, taking up one of the person and, actually doing it live. And that was really helpful. That was like, okay, fine. Like, it is simple. It's just a matter of getting used to that chart. So that was really amazing. And I feel the networking part, I didn't come for the networking part, but I think I've seen a lot of offline meetings happening, even though it's in the main cities. But I think that's an opportunity to connect with like-minded people who want to do something, much more regarding this finance industry. And talking about the finance, before I joined this, I was into 5 years. 5 years, I was constantly trying to learn more about finance through other YouTubers, Finance with Sharan also. And when this program came across, I was thinking probably this will not do much good to me, and is it worth investing? But after completing the program, I feel it's completely worth the content and the community. And the structure which has been done. It's amazing, and and thank you for giving me the opportunity to actually tell Sharan and the whole team, Ferdy, everybody, that you guys are doing a wonderful job, and keep up the great work. Yeah.
All right. So that was it, guys. Now we will take as many questions as possible. I think the timer is, I think we have like less than 7-8 minutes, Aman. And then we will close the coupon code. But I will be here for another half an hour to answer as many questions as possible. Take it. Vishnu is saying, I will pay the 1 lakh, no problem, when I get a job. Okay. So, Vishnu, why don't you become a member and then you can book a call and then we can guide you later. For now, because what we do is we don't give access to our financial planners without you being a member, right? Because we keep it exclusively to our members, because otherwise we have a lot of people wanting to book calls, and that spoils the experience for our members. Imagine, right? I have 70 lakh followers on social media. So I would not want to give it accessible to everybody, just to the 1% club members. Let me just present my screen once again. Where is that? Yeah. Next, okay. How to invest money in US markets from India. Arjun, we teach that. So this is my own portfolio in the US market. Let me just show you. This is my US market portfolio. So we will teach you how to invest in US stocks as well, right? So once you become a member, there we have a dedicated module for it. And we are also onboarding a CEO of a US investing app to come and teach you. So all of that is going to happen very, very soon. So don't worry, we will be teaching all of that in full detail. CS Lakshit, I already have a house 2 BHK. Now upgrading to 3 BHK is a smart decision. I am 26. Could that be a medium-term goal? Lakshit, I would say not a smart decision, because think of it like you are just upgrading your car. Like from a i10, you are now going to a BMW, right? You're not really building an asset, right? Because an asset is something that pays you back. House doesn't pay you back because you're the one consuming it. So that is a mistake which a lot of people do early in our life, that we buy things which drop in value, like cars, or we buy things which doesn't pay us anything back, like house. Instead, what you should be doing is investing in companies, investing in bonds, investing in cryptocurrencies, which sort of become an increasing asset for you long term, rather than investing in stuff which stay dead or just flatline, right? So my recommendation is don't do that. I would not do that. Never. See, you saw my net worth. I still don't own a house, right? And I'm pretty happy, right? It's not like, oh, my landlord is doing this. Oh, I'm changing houses every 3-4 years. It's not a problem for me at all. Yeah, maybe once I have kids, then it could be a challenge. But I understand that it's not going to be perfect, right? Don't chase perfection. Optimize based on what is right for your money, I would say. If the difference is 10-15%, then take it. Then you can buy the house. But the difference is not 10-15%, right? The difference is crores. It's almost double, right? So if this is the difference, then I'm ready to sacrifice to do what's right for my money. Can you tell me your SEBI registered number? It's here, guys. You can just go here. This is our SEBI registered number here. It's here. You can just note it down. This is our website, thepersonalcfo.in, so you can check it out. Okay. And we also have a web version as well of the app. So if you also want to study on your laptop, you can study on the laptop also, right? You can open all of these things, right? All of these courses are available. Somebody was asking, where are the tools? The tools are available as you study the videos. So as you keep watching the videos, like for example this, right? We have different tools here. Like say for example, the Master Financial Planner tool. It's here. Right? So you can see your download tool button over here. Can you see this download tool button? You can press this over here and this tool will get downloaded. So all the 25 tools are located in the Academy section. So as you're watching the videos, you will find it. Let's open another tool, maybe the credit card tools, right? Let's see this. This guy's tools, all his tools are available here. You can see a download tool button. You can download it here. Second. I don't know why it's not coming, but yeah, this is where you will find all those tools. Yeah, here it was. This is like a document with all different tools. And if you open over here, let's say Marriott point at time, let's say you want to stay at a Marriott hotel, 5-star hotel, right? And you want to know how much credit card points are required for each of those hotels and which has the best conversion ratio. So we give you access to all of these things, and this is all updated in real time, right? So you have a ready-made, database for you whenever you need it. Let's say, for example, you want to book a flight, right? So you can do this over here. Different flights, different locations, all of this. And I know it looks a little overwhelming, but we will teach you how to do this, right? It's not like use the tools yourself. We have those live sessions happening to teach you how to use all of these things. And not just that, guys, the 1% Club membership is lifetime, right? Even though the boot camp is just for 4 weeks, you will get access to our live sessions for life, right? Like for example, here, if I go back to this, like if we have live sessions over here, see events. See, like for example, this week we have 2 live sessions, one with the India Bond CEO, one with the Mudrex CEO. So these live sessions will keep happening every week. Every week there will be 2 or 3 live sessions across different experts, right? And here are the past events, as you can see here, right? We had a past event of buy your home, investing in stock market, income tax, right? Then we had a session with introduction to air mile transfers, right? So we keep conducting these live sessions, and these are available to you for life. If you miss them, you have recordings access as well, right? So it's a very, very well thought of platform where you have everything that you need at your fingertips. I'll take more questions. All right. How does one enroll for the 4-week course? Nikita, as soon as you become a member, you will be added to the 4-week program. So tomorrow it starts. So tomorrow morning we will have our first session. So every week we have a new batch. So this batch will start tomorrow. In case you are busy with something, you can request to be added to the next batch as well without paying any extra money. We will do that free of cost. Okay. Any other questions? What benefits do I get in 1% club membership? Do you manage my portfolio? Yash Mehta, we don't manage your portfolio. You have to do it yourself. We teach you how to do it. So think of it this way. One liner is very simple. You cannot afford a financial planner today because they charge you lakhs. Can you upskill yourself to become the financial planner for you and your family? That is what we teach. In 4 weeks, we get you to a level where you will learn how to manage your money by yourself. We will teach you how to do it. And not just that, we will also evaluate your portfolio once with the SEBI registered expert. So if you go here on our platform, and if you go to the money section here, you can book a call. One call you can book, one free call with our personal CFO, and they will look at your portfolio one time and tell you what you are doing wrong. Then let's say, for example, you finish the 4 weeks and you've created your own financial plan. Then you go and book a call with our personal CFO, right? And then you will get again an additional analysis on your investments. They will not manage it for you full time, but they will tell you what to do, what you did wrong one time. So that is the benefit of the 1% club, that it gives access to even middle class Indians the power to manage your money without having to hire a financial planner, right? So that is what we promise, right? And goes without saying, if you don't feel like that transformation has happened for you, you can request for a full refund of your money. All right. Are all the videos available for lifetime? Divya, absolutely. It's a lifetime access for you. So, but only if you join today, because next month onwards, it is going to become an annual fee, because then you'll have to pay every year to get access to those videos. Will it be recorded, Divya? Yes, it will be recorded, and from now on, you will get access to all the recordings once you become a member. So if you miss anything, you will get access to the recordings, not a problem. If you feel like, hey, I want to attend a live session again, you can request to be added to the next bootcamp at no additional cost. Kaveri, yes, no extra money for the 4-week session. It's included in the 14,999 price. So you don't have to pay anything extra. Does 1% Club have a portfolio? Yes, Vishwaguru, we are launching that soon. In the next 2 months, we will launch our own mutual fund basket portfolio, which you will get access to at free of cost, obviously. You don't have to pay money for that. We will launch that very, very soon. So then you will have a mutual fund basket, which we will manage. What if you don't have any portfolio and are new to the finance world? Absolutely, Mrunal. We will help you start from the absolute basics, right? So you don't have to worry about, oh, I don't have the money, like how do I invest now? We will start from the basics. We will understand what are the goals that are important to you. We will understand what is your income, what is your savings, and then you will know exactly which investments to invest in and how much to invest every month. So you don't have to worry. When will the session start? Tushara, it will start tomorrow morning. Best life insurance plan. Preet, I would recommend that you book a call with our insurance expert. If you become a member of the 1% Club, you can book a call with our insurance expert here. Go to the money section. It's also available on the mobile app, which looks like this. Okay, I think this is facing some error, but yeah, you can book a section here also, money section, protect. You can book a call with our health insurance expert or life insurance expert, or you can also review your existing policy as well. And here also you can file your taxes over here, file ITR, you can get this coupon code. Right? So there's a lot of things that you can do, right? So I would say anything with respect to financial services, select the money section, and all of those things are available for you over here, right? And in terms of getting those discounts, which I talked about, these 400 plus brands, right? Here you can get those access. You can click here and you can unlock discounts for all of these different brands over here. Now this is exclusively for 1% Club members only, right? So this is where you can get that access to those discounts. And like I said, see, if you are spending, let's say 30K per month on all these brands, which I'm sure most of us are, right? Amazon, Swiggy, Uber, Zomato, Blinkit, all of that, if you add up in a month, it will be 25, 30K. So that's about 4 lakhs a year. If you save 10% of that, that's 40,000 rupees. If you save 5% of that, that's 20,000 rupees. And this is a benefit you get every single year for being a member of the 1% Club, right? So we want you to feel like the membership is a free of cost membership because of the added things that we add in the membership as a benefit, right? So this is where you can get access to those 400 plus brands that I talked about. All right. Next, yes, Selvaraj's gift cards are lifetime. Monica, should I opt for limited pay or lifetime pay? Lifetime pay, Monica, like I said, limited pay is bad because it's more expensive from an opportunity cost point of view. Will this help in investing in Bitcoin? Ashwin, we will get on a one-on-one call with you with our crypto expert, and you will be we will teach you how to invest in cryptocurrencies on a one-on-one call itself. So that is available to you. My income is 10 lakhs per annum currently, and I have expenses as well. Do you think these tools will help me now, or should I opt in for some time later? 10 lakhs per annum is a fantastic income to start off with, Divya, because you're definitely saving, or you should save at least 20K per month. And I already showed you what is the power of saving 20K per month, right? Like if I show you this, remember this tool, right? Let's say you're saving 20, you're earning 1 lakh per month, and you're able to save 20K per month, right? See the power of just saving 20K per month, 7.4 CR in 20 years. So a lot of people have this misunderstanding that I should start investing only once I become rich. Because if I'm not rich, then what is the point of investing? A lot of money is generated in terms of your time of investment, not in terms of your amount of investment. Never forget that. Time of investment is much more important than how much you are investing. So the earlier you start, the better, because A, you build the discipline, and B, you have time compounding for you. My portfolio, which I showed you earlier, was not built in the last 3-4 years. You will not believe this, but I started investing from the age of 15. How? Obviously, I was fortunate enough to get pocket money from my parents, but I didn't spend it. I was investing. My first 500 rupee note that I received from my father as a pocket money, that is still a part of this portfolio. I never spent it. Today, I spend the money that I earn from these investments. The profits that I make, I spend. I never spend my portfolio. I never spend my principal amount. I only spend the profits that I make. That's how you never run out of money. If you keep spending the money that you make from your salary, you will never become financially free. You only spend the profits that you make. If you spend the money only that you make, then you'll always have to work for money. So, moral of the story: start early, Divya. Right? There is no right amount of money to start saving. It's always as much as you can. All right. Yashi, I've already paid for the membership, but I'll be traveling for a week in June. Should I start for tomorrow or directly after my travels? Yashi, you can start because it's just 15 minutes per day. But if for whatever reason you feel like, I'm not getting time, please request your mentor to shift you to the next boot camp, and we will do that free of cost. Anirban, so I just quit my job after 45 years to start my own setup. and don't have a continuous stream of income? How can I now find a FIRE amount and plan how to get there? Anirban, is exactly what we do in week 1. If you've joined the 1% club in week 1, you will exactly know how to do this. I can't teach you in 1 minute. It's going to take me 45 minutes to explain how to do that. So if you become a member, within week 1, you will have the answer to your question. Pavitran, my parents are over 60 and there are any insurance vendors who can cover without wait time. Pavitran, book a call with our insurance advisors. We don't just help you, we also help your family. So if you are a member, the benefit goes not just to you, but also to your family members. Okay. I'm just seeing for questions, guys. Any other questions that you guys have? Yeah, Vishnu, yeah, you found the gift card section. That's where it is, yes. Is commercial shop a great buy? Absolutely. Commercial shops gives you rental yields of 7 to 8%, whereas a residential flat only gets you 2 to 3%. Problem is you need a lot of money. It minimum will cost you 2 to 3 CR. So that is what we have, a real estate expert who comes and teaches every month. And he sort of reveals the great real estate investment opportunities in major cities of India. So that's a benefit that all 1% Club members get, that with our real estate expert, every month you get to attend that session and understand how to invest in real estate in your locality or other parts of India. So that is again something that you get as a part of the membership. Can a person with 5 lakh annual income enroll in this program? Brunal, let me explain it this way. The youngest member of the 1% Club is a 14-year-old student. And obviously that person doesn't earn money. He joined to learn to help his family manage their money. Because as I'm sure in most of our families, our parents are not doing such a great job managing their money. And that's the thing about money, right? Age doesn't mean that you are better in managing the money. A very young person can be really good at managing money, but a very old person might be really bad at managing money. It's one of those things about money management that it doesn't get better with age. It comes better with practice. So yeah, to answer your question, absolutely, right? There is no like a minimum income level that you need to be having to be eligible for this. It's more about the knowledge that you have, which can be applied for your whole life. Do you need this knowledge? Absolutely, yes. Okay. Question. Sharan, the 15 minutes per day is as per your convenience. You don't have to wait for our communication. Obviously, we will tell you on WhatsApp, study this today. But you're not required to come on a live session. It's completely flexible. We understand you guys are working professionals. So I will not expect you to come on a live session like this every day. Monday to Friday, you study by yourself. Weekends is when you will be invited for live sessions. Let me just quickly show you what these WhatsApp groups looks like so that you have a clear understanding of what I am, what your 4-week experience will look like in the bootcamp. Let me just load one of the previous bootcamps that we are conducting. Yeah. So let me just play this. So I'll just open one bootcamp that just got over. Yeah. Yeah. So this is how it looks like, right? This is the WhatsApp group. Every day you will be given tasks, assignments, right? And any questions that there will be, polls, quizzes, questions. So it's a very gamified experience, right? There is a mentor which is allocated to you, a dedicated mentor for every group, right? And any questions that you guys have, we are here to answer them for you, right? So all of these things will be explained to you today itself. Whoever has become a member, you will be getting an explanation of this by today itself, right? You will be added to the group. You'll be getting a call from each and every one of you will be getting a call from us to help you get added to these WhatsApp groups. And then in the WhatsApp groups, everything will be explained to you as to what your next 4 weeks will look like. So think of it like every day we will tell you that today you will study this. These are the videos. You'll open this. You'll open these videos over here. And once you finish those videos, you're done for the day. Let's say, for example, you open these videos. Here there are videos like this. You'll watch these videos and you're done for the day once you finish that day's task. In the weekend, you will have live sessions that we will be conducting. Live sessions, you will have access here in the event section. These are the live sessions. So all of those reminders, links, and all of that will be sent to you on the WhatsApp group. So you don't have to worry. So we have a big office, 150 people team, right? So, we have a big operation ensuring that whatever we have promised is delivered to you guys. How many times the gift cards can be used? Ananta, unlimited number of times, no limit. And there is no cap also. It's not like up to 20,000 rupees. No. If you're spending more, you'll get more discounts. I think, why is this not coming? I'll again show the gift card section. Yeah, here it is. So let us say, for example, you started from here. Here you understood this is the app. From here, if you go to the money section, go to spend wisely. Come here, scroll down, gift cards, select no more. This is it. This is the place where you can get it. Okay? 400 plus brands, across quick commerce, new brands, in-store brands. So a lot of things are there. So this is where you get it. And I think there's a lot of things that we keep adding, which I could not talk about. For example, we also have loan advisory. Let me just show you that. Here, let's say you want a personal loan, business loan, home loan, student loan. We will send a loan expert to your house to tell you what is the right loan that is correct for you in your area, and do the entire loan processing for you, entire loan processing application, everything we will do for you. And yes, you don't have to pay a single rupee for that. It's included as part of the membership. So that's also there. And we can also help you with your credit cards. Right? You can book a call with a credit card expert, right? We can tell you what is the right credit card for you. So there's a lot of things happening, guys, in the 1% Club. I hope that answers the question about the gift cards and the validity of that. Okay. Shruti is saying, very proud that you are helping people and that you are from Karnataka. Thank you, Shruti. I'm actually from Mangalore, which is a part of Karnataka. And right now we are in Mumbai. But yeah, biggest fan base is obviously Bengaluru. All right. Aman, okay. Okay. Stock ideas is something that I cannot talk about right now. It's not included in this membership. So don't think stock ideas is free. So we also give stock recommendations as well, guys. I could not talk about it because it's not included in part of the membership. But if you are a member, you get discounts on getting stock recommendations. So we have our own research team to give stock recommendations to tell you which stocks you should buy based on what period of time. So we give that kind of benefit, and we are registered with SEBI. So you don't have to worry about that. Right? I can't talk about the performance because I'm not allowed to as per the guidelines of SEBI. And it's not a part of this membership. You have to buy that separately. But 1% Club members get a big discount on that. Okay. Cool. The refund policy, guys, is very simple. Think of this as a 7-day free trial period. After 7 days, if you feel like, okay, I did not like it, please write to us. The only criteria we have is please at least explore, 3 hours of content. So we have 30 hours of content. Let me show you. So in the 1% Club, we have 30 hours over here. Okay? 30 hours. So mine is 6 hours. If you have completed 3 hours, that's it. If you have completed 3 hours in the next 7 days, and if you still didn't like it, you can write to us and get a full refund. There are some people who try to take advantage of us, who have not even opened the app, who have not even, attended a live session. And then if you ask for a refund saying that, I was busy, this, not allowed. Please be an honest student. If you've given it your effort, where you have studied for 3 hours, and if you still felt like, I already knew all of this, refund my money, very happy to refund it. And we have a 1.5% refund rate. I'm being very transparent. We have a 1.5% refund rate, and we honor it only if you have been honest and completed at least 3 hours of content. If you have not even opened the app and if you are asking for a refund, we think it's you're trying to be scammy, and we do not honor such requests. So that is the only criteria, guys. I'm going to be extremely transparent here. Only join if you're ready to put in that hard work. This is not for people who are like, I'm just gonna wing it and I'm gonna try to double my money. If it doesn't happen, I'm gonna leave. Don't come with that mindset. Come with a mindset where you're willing to put in the effort, and whoever is willing to help themselves, we are here to help them 200%. Right? So that is the only criteria that we have for the refund policy, and you can write to us at support@1%club.io. If you have any challenges, any problems, we have a 10 people support team who will respond within 15 minutes for any queries. Obviously, on weekends, they might be a little late, but on weekdays, within 15 minutes is our response time. So all of that is there in case you have any challenges. Monica, I want to join this boot camp, but I can't pay the money right now since I'm a student. I have to ask my parents permission to pay this amount, and I also want this amount, and I don't know what to do. Can I pay by the next upcoming days? Monica, please write to us. I'll give you one exception because you're a student and you really want it badly. So write to us on our email, and we will extend the discount period for you. I understand. I know I've been a student myself, asking mom every time I have to purchase a course. So I understand the struggle. So don't worry. We will extend the discount policy for you. Evita, you mentioned about managing 1,000 crores. How do I get you to manage my money? What are the fees? Evita, for that, you will have to become a personal CFO client, which is this website. You can book a call over here. The charges are expensive. I'll be honest with you right now. The minimum fee will be 50,000 rupees every year, and it can go as high as 1.25 lakhs, depending on your income and net worth. So that is the fee. We have it. We manage right now almost 700 clients, all of them who are crorepati's. But yeah, I would not recommend this unless you are earning at least 30 lakhs per annum. If you are not making 30 lakhs per annum, then this is not for you. This is expensive. All right. How often can we get our portfolio reviewed? Rakshit, just once. You can only use, if you're a 1% club member, only once you get that benefit in your whole life. Only once, because it's expensive. These guys are expensive. Once we can give it for free. So take it at a very good time. Don't take it right now. Take it once you create your own financial plan after what I've taught you. Then go and get on a call with them. Then they will give you additional feedback. Right? So don't take it right now. Parit, once the boot camp is over and we want to connect with someone one-on-one on the questions, can we do that? Yes, but only once. You can get a call with our SEBI registered expert only once. Insurance and all, you can do it unlimited number of times. For that, you have to book a call with our insurance expert, which is different, which is not this, which is here. Health insurance expert, life insurance expert. These calls are free for life. Bond expert, also, you can book a call. Someone who will help you invest in bonds, that's free for life. Crypto expert, you can book a call, that also you can do free for life. But SEBI registered expert, which is our flagship program, that you can't book free for life, only once is free. SEBI registered expert is expensive, only once. It's meant for HNIs, but I'm giving it for all of you once free, because you're a member. No, don't send to my email ID. Aman, please put the email ID for people who want to ask queries, which is support@1%club.io. Sagar is saying this seems like a recording video, not live. Sagar, I'm absolutely live right now. The time is 1:50 p.m. Right, and I'm doing this. I'm doing this. You want me to do anything? I can do it for you guys. I'm live right now. What about tax planning call? Subrapat, you can book a call with Clear Tax, and because you're a 1% club member, you get a 75% discount for 2025. Next year, I don't know. I need to negotiate with them. But this year, you will get a 75% discount. Next year, I'll try again, but I can't commit right now because I need to talk to the CEO and negotiate for all the members of the 1% club. This year, confidently, I can say you can get a 75% discount. Prabhat, please ask your question now. I can answer. And guys, please remember, there are more than 1,000 people here. So if I'm not answering your question for any reason, please don't take it personally. It's just not humanly possible because it's just me alone. And I'll do one more better for you. Everybody who has stayed until now, everybody, I will make my wealth management team call every single one of you. One call, you will get 15 minutes call. Anything that you felt like I did not answer in the masterclass, you can ask them. They will only call you. So you can ask them any question that you want and they will guide you. Every single one of you all will get a call from our wealth management team. Right, so that is an additional thing I can do in case I was not able to answer all the questions in the masterclass. When is the WhatsApp group for the bootcamp call? It will happen today only. Give it a few hours. You will get a call. Cool, guys. Let's wrap it up. I hope I was able to do a good job, guys. I hope I was able to make it worth your time. If not, happy to hear feedback. Please write to me on LinkedIn or on my email. Reach out to me on my LinkedIn. This is where I am. If you felt like I could have done a better job, this is where I am. Happy to learn from you guys, right? Because I know I'm not perfect. So always happy to learn on how I could have done better. This is my LinkedIn. You can message me here. And any feedback that you had about the masterclass, happy to learn and become better next time. So thank you so much, guys, for giving me this opportunity to teach you guys. It's a pleasure. I love doing this. And I hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend. And for all those people who joined the 1% Club, I'll see you live tomorrow because the journey doesn't end over here. I'm going to be here for the next 4 weeks. For people who have not joined the 1% Club, this is where I bid you goodbye. I hope you are able to implement at least some of the things that I taught you today so that I feel good that I was able to add some value. Cool, guys. Thank you so much and have a great rest of the weekend. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.